Be fresh.
Oh.
Look good. That kind of thing. I mean, that was the main one. That was
Just in general, be fresh.
In general, yeah.
That's a good guideline to have.
It's a good guideline to have.
Getting y'all prepared for the real world.
Yeah, I've tried to live that my entire life. Just be good. Just look good. Do your thing. That's what it said. Dress code. 1, be fresh. 2, do your thing. 3, look good.
We had it down.
No, it was pretty. They had collared shirts. You had certain lengths of
hair,
short and pant and hair, and
y'all can wear shorts.
Hair. Yeah, you could wear shorts.
Okay.
To a certain point, and like the girls had to have the skirts had to be at the knee or below. Could not be above the knee, lest we,
lose our minds.
Oh boy, gotta watch out. Lord knows what could happen if that skirt went slightly above the knee. I don't know. We got very crazy about all this stuff.
This was Briarcrest, right? That's where you went to high school?
Well, I went to Grace St. Luke's till 5th grade, and then Briarcrest. So yeah, Briarcrest. Yeah, I don't know what the code is now. I mean, it could be totally different. It's been 20 plus years now. So
I remember my mom grew up in a Catholic school, and there was a strict dress code. I just remember she always told me they had to wear a certain uniform every day.
Yeah, typically, I mean, I know you Catholic schools generally are. You got the classic Catholic school kind of get up. So that's normally the thing. I don't know. Like, there's on the one hand, you can express yourself a little more, when you don't have the uniform. On the other hand, it's really easy just to like grab a uniform and just be like, here's what I'm going to wear. There's no
thought to it.
No thought to it. No question. You don't have to. It's nice because the kids, you don't have to worry about, as long as you can get a uniform, every kid of every financial background, rich kids, poor kids, everybody just kind of looks the same. So that equalizes things. That's nice. I like that. So I'm not, now that I'm out of school, I don't really care. For me personally,
One of the big adjustments I had going from public school in Clarksville, Tennessee to the school on the hill in Nashville was the uniform, because like the dress code in public school is creased out. Everything got to fit the crease in it. Got to do it.
Yeah.
When I got to MBA, I stopped ironing my clothes because it no longer mattered. Not only was everybody in the same thing, but there were no girls there either. So, like, how much effort am I really going to put in for a bunch of dudes? The answer is none. We had, I had a buddy of mine could not do cornrows. That was the one that really bothered us. So he just grew his fro out, and he had this ridiculous size fro, like from the 70s, like big as hell.
We're talking like,
because it was the rule was your hair couldn't come past your ears. Well, guess what? Black people's hair goes up, not down. So his hair just went.
You know who else's hair goes up, not down?
Your hair goes up also.
Goes up, not down.
Your hair goes up also. And that because that rule was not in the rule book, he was like, yo, middle finger to you guys. You guys won't let me wear cornrows? Fine. I'll just wear this monster fro. And when he graduated, they put in the rule that your hair had to be less than 3 inches above your head.
That's how they always get you, man.
Yeah.
They did everything with facial. It was just
facial
hairs is the whole thing. It was
the only reason I have facial hair now is because they wouldn't allow it when I was like 15 and the peach fuzz started to grow in.
Unbelievable. It's just the people holding me down.
Look good with facial hair.
I know.
Look much better with facial hair.
I agree. Without facial hair, I look much younger. First of all, which is this. I don't think that look. I think I look better grizzled.
Yeah.
Like I've been through some stuff.
You pulled the grizzled off.
Like I've been through some things. Like I've seen some stuff. Like I've been around. I've seen some things. I've seen things you don't want to know. Things I would never wish on my worst enemies. I've seen some things.
First day of school story.
First day of school. You got one? Or
do you have one? Because yes, I do have one.
Oh, well then you go for it.
I mean,
I don't have to have one. I don't have to have it. Ask yourself.
But I'm sure you got one. Like I enjoy hearing stories from your childhood.
Hang on, stop. We'll edit this, right? Okay. Well, is this live? Let's just edit. Let's edit this part out.
Take this out.
Yeah, take this part out. Take this part out of the podcast. Okay.
Have we introduced the show?
Good. No. I'm Peter. He's CJ. That's Austin. First day of school Monday. Gonna be really hot. Lots of fun stuff coming up. Okay. Did we get that? Put that at the beginning.
Put that at the beginning.
That part. Put that at the very beginning. And then now this is okay. So now 3, 2, 1. Hey, CJ.
Yo.
It's the first day of school. You got any great first day of school stories?
Man, I don't know. Let me think about it some. Yeah, there is one. So there are more than one. But when got to MBA, we were supposed to do summer reading.
More than one.
And summer reading consisted of 4 books they wanted you to read over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue how things were supposed to work up there. No clue that everybody was terrified of the staff because where I was coming from, we really didn't pay the teachers that much attention. So get to school, I'm doing like football, summer drills in football, and I let slip like, yo, I'm not doing summer reading. And one of the coaches was like, what do you mean you're not doing it? I'm not doing it. I'm going to take 4 zeros and see what happens. That is what is going to happen. I'll be fine. I've taken zeros before in other schools. It'll be fine. He's like, no, you clearly have no clue how averages work. You take 4 zeros, you're going to fail for the semester. It's like, it'll be fine. I got this. I go to school first day talking to the head of the middle school. And he's like, where's your summer reading? It's like, man, wouldn't you know it? My printer broke. I had it done. My printer just broke. It'll be like 10 to 7 business days before I get it fixed. So let's just hold off on that. But I'll get it to you. I know you want it. I'll get it to you. Say, hey, you're a liar. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, all right.
We're going to
This is how our relationship
we are going to
off.
kick you out if you don't get that stuff turned in tomorrow. It's like, oh, well, let's talk to my parents about that.
That printer is
all of a sudden it's working.
wow. The business, they really expedited this thing.
We rented a bunch of movies and watched the movies, and everybody took a movie and did a report on it. Me, my mom, and my dad. And for the 4th one, we just made something up. Turned it in. It's like, yo, none of these are on the summer reading list. It's like, oh, well, that's what I read this summer. And that is how my tenure at NBA got started. Needless to say, it was a long, arduous journey.
So you just thought like you just weren't gonna do it?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, cool. I'm not gonna do it. They'll take whatever punishment you have. I was taking a stand.
Taking a stand.
Against
what?
Against reading in the summer.
Against reading.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are we reading in the summer? We read so much during the school year.
I mean, it's a thrilling and beautiful stand to take.
Yes.
So many, of us have been scared to take that stand, but you're willing.
Rightfully so.
You're willing to do that for all of us.
Yes.
The evils of reading, you have you stood up to it, and look where it got you.
Where did it get me? Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it was worth it.
And with a few detours here and there, had some stuff come up here and a little bit there.
Yeah.
That happens, right? The point is, you can tell all the little kids out there that are going to school today, what lesson would you tell them?
Read. Read like your life depends on it. Because it very well may.
Because it might.
It probably does.
Well, it's in certain situations, reading. Yeah, I would say this: in certain situations, certain classes, certain schools, you can get away with certain things, and then some you can't. You got to learn you got to learn when to. You got to know when to say when on these. You got to know when to be able to. You can't come in first day of school.
First day, just nope.
Right out of the gate and just set your stall out to be like, look, I'm going to be the kid that isn't going to do anything.
Yes.
And I'm just going to try to sweet talk you here because I'm a charming young man. And
who wasn't that damn charming apparently?
No, not as charming as you thought. Apparently. No. I was a bit of a sweet talker myself, a little smooth talker, that kind of thing. So I talked my way out of a few assignments, but
nice.
I'm just saying you can't just as much as I don't think I ever flagrantly just disregarded an assignment to that degree. I don't think I could have done that. I don't think my brain would have allowed me to do that.
Oh, mine did.
I was wired a certain type of way. I couldn't just not read.
Yeah, mine definitely was. And first impressions matter because from that day on, the head of the middle school was on my ass just constantly. Just I'm walking out of class, he's walking up to me, just face-to-face physical confrontation. Like, yo, what's up? You got that stuff? What stuff? Like, yo, you got that homework assignment? Yeah, I got that homework assignment. Show me. Which one? All of them. and I have none of them. It's like, yeah, I got it around here somewhere. Listen, I'm gonna get that to you. I'm gonna be late to my next class, but I got it for you. Like, it was the opposite. It was very much the, like, hey, you got my money? Like, you got my money or my product? One of the two. And with the money and the product being, like, homework. Like, yo, where's it at? Give it here. No, I couldn't buy my way out. I definitely didn't have the money. Otherwise, I would have tried to throw that thing around so quick to get out of this.
Gotta throw that thing. Texter says, better watch out. He'll be in Coach Pierce's office. Obviously, this person knows about Briarcrest. Coach Pierce was the vice principal. Obviously, this is a Briarcrest person. You're right. You're correct about that, Texter. 100%. I spent a little bit of time in Coach Pierce's office. They made made me at one point shave without any shaving
cream,
dry shave, because I had a little bit of just a little bit of stubble working in. Just tried to sneak that by. Nope, ain't happening. Another texter points out another good rule at school: don't be stanky. That would be my rule at school. If I had a school,
funky.
I mean, again, funky and what, and we need to be clear on what we're looking at. This is why the rules are very, very important. There's no ambiguity in these rules. Number 1, be fresh. Number 2, do your best. Number 3, do your thing. Number 4, don't be stanky. I like it. Number 5, don't be an idiot.
Yeah,
those are my rules. These are my rules. Like that.
So far, I'm not following. I wouldn't have been following any of those rules.
That's right. Listen, I wouldn't. You wouldn't have been in my school.
No.
With that attitude, nah, not a chance.
No.
Kicked you out a long time ago.
Yeah, they probably should have.
I mean,
then they waited.
Basically asking for it at that point.
I didn't know I was asking for it though. I had no clue that this was how a certain segment of society was rolling. I didn't know. Like, my English teacher sat me down. Was like, listen, I'm not mad. You don't know. But here's the deal. Everybody else turned theirs in. You know why? Because they're terrified right now. You're not. And so they're going to try and scare you. The only people on this campus who didn't turn it in, the submarine, probably a couple of seniors, because they know this is their last year. Like, you're pulling senior-type stunts as an 8th grader. You should be afraid. And they're going to try and scare you now. God bless you. Good luck. Godspeed. At the end of the year, I got the most improved in English award.
That's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful story. All right, so today on the program, we got another beautiful story.
Oh, yes.
The Cinderella story.
Yeah.
It almost was an impossible dream fulfilled. We didn't quite get there, but it was so close. The guy that you have supported all year long, Abraham Ancer, the Mexican superhero of golf.
Clarence Carter of golf,
I am
baby.
shocked that CJ is here this morning. I thought he'd be drinking all weekend.
Of golf. Was one stroke away.
Man, just one more stroke. Come on.
But he had to stroke one more time, and he had one too many strokes. Well, two too many, I guess, because to win. But one too many to tie for the win against Patrick Reed. Patrick Reed wins the Northern Trust, but your boy Ancer finishes solo second and wins $999,000. Why don't they just pop in an extra $1,000, make it a cool million? I don't know. $999,000. He's 8th in the FedEx Cup points. He's locked himself into the Tour Championship, top 30. He's going to make his first Masters appearance in April.
Is it too soon to pick for the Masters next April?
No, you can go ahead and take it.
I'll take Abraham Ancer.
You can lock him in.
I'm locking him in now.
Lock him in.
Let's go.
So this is this guy was nothing before you came along.
Exactly.
Before you boosted him.
Yep.
I did the same thing for Tony Finau, and look what Tony Finau is. Tony Finau is on championship teams now, and the President's Cup and Ryder Cup and all that stuff. I mean, I made that guy, and now you're making CJ the host, the name that people know when it comes to Abraham Ancer. You're leading that call, and Ancer's gonna be the guy.
Why they keep calling him Ancer?
I call him Ancer.
It's Ancer.
They call him Ancer. I don't care.
No.
Well, to you, he is the answer.
He's the Ancer.
It's right.
Yeah.
Ancer.
Like, who the hell is Abraham Ancer? And Sarah, damn it.
We don't do that.
No.
We do that around here. Anser.
Just get it.
Abraham. Anser.
Yes.
You got it. So now he's your guy. Now you're locked in. You got him picked for the FedEx Cup playoffs. I mean, the guy's like right there.
He's right there with a chance to win. I told everybody, Austin. You sat right there. You heard me, Austin. I told everybody Abraham is speaking at the right time.
You said he was due.
Exactly. He is due. He is due. And he went out there and he did the damn thing. I'm getting texts all weekend.
I mean, he didn't quite do it, but he was pretty close.
I mean, he's in contention. You got to pace yourself. He couldn't unleash.
I guess by Anser standards, he did the thing, yeah.
He didn't unleash the full Anser bombs on these folks. He has to pace himself. It's still 2 more weeks of the playoffs. 2 more weeks. If he goes out there and gives it all right now, like, what's he going to have? Chances are he's going to have a little bit of awesomeness left if this weekend proves anything or showed us anything about his golf game. So he has to pace himself. He's like, you know what? I don't need to win. Just finish in the top 2. That's what I'll do. I'll finish in the top 2, and I'll probably finish in the top 3 or 4 next week, and then I'll win the following week, which is the last week of the playoffs, and we got that stroke thing where if whoever wins that last week wins the whole damn trophy because of how they got it set up now. Like that is where he wants to be. He wants to win that 2 weeks from now. That is where he wants to win. And he's going to do it, damn it.
He might.
Abraham all the way. Give that man golfer of the year.
I mean, that's the story. That's the story this week. I mean, nothing else.
No.
Abraham, Anser, I don't care. Patrick Reed won, but the real winner was Abraham. And now
everybody's scared now.
I was getting texts all weekend as well, getting tweets.
Yep.
From folks, and people say if he wins the whole thing, like it's gonna be you have to show up basically drunk on that Monday. You have to just be complete like.
We can get some bottles.
We're going to bring a whole new level to the experience.
We're gonna bring champagne.
Yeah,
and I am not joking. Okay, now I'm serious. To the extent that I can do this, we'll have to I don't know what the rules are on this whole thing, but we'll figure it out. But I'm popping bottles.
Yeah.
If he wins the FedEx Cup, I'm bringing in. We got champagne. We're gonna bring in. It's gonna be. There's gonna be a party. There's gonna be a celebration. We may have to do the show on the phone from, another studio somewhere. Or maybe somebody's house. Because it's going to be crazy if he wins. And he's 2 tournaments away, folks. 2 tournaments away. If he has another big week this week, whoo! He's already in the final one. Which, if he wins it, then he wins the whole thing. So that's really the big one. But he's in position already. It's incredible.
It's going to be great. This is
incredible.
Stuff of legends. When I took him knowingly that very first week, and you guys were like, no, don't take him. He's not even in the tournament. We got Mike down in the sales building coming up to me, handing me a pink slip. Like, yo, you just started, and this is your first and final warning. Never take Abraham and Sarah again. And now look at him. Solo number 2 finish. First week of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Look at where he's come. All that you need is somebody to believe in you. And Abraham, I believe in you. Let's get it.
He gave you credit after the round.
He did?
I mean, probably. I didn't check his stats. And what he said, but he probably did. And that's important. He probably did. Your guy.
My guy.
Anser. Always Anser. Never answer.
Never.
He will always be Anser to us. And to you.
And to me.
Most importantly. I'm going to pick him this week just to mess with
you.
you.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I got first pick this week.
Oh!
I got first pick.
How great would that be?
Well, they're going to conspire. CJ Gray's going to come in here and say, oh, Peter's got first pick this week.
Oh, that would be the best. I would love that. I didn't even know who I picked this week, so I was only worried about one guy. And it was Abraham. I genuinely.
I'm pretty sure you had John Rahm too, and
he
he almost won the thing.
He had Patrick Reed.
Well, you had all 3 of those guys?
No, I didn't have Abraham.
He didn't pick.
I didn't pick Abraham, which is in this tournament.
It's a different discussion.
CJ.
He picked him for the whole playoffs.
I picked him for the whole playoffs. Again, this is not going to be.
You gave up on your guy for the one.
This is not his
that
only top
I know.
to finish.
There was a little bit of a betrayal.
I mean, that is an all-time. That's like Judas Iscariot right there.
Oof.
You got to be.
Hope that silver is good.
You
CJ.
guys have no confidence in what my man Abraham is capable of. I told
Oh no, apparently you don't because you didn't pick him.
He's peaking. I need him to all the way peak. He's about to all the way peak here in the next 2 weeks. So let's just grab a bunch of other guys right now.
Or you just missed your one chance.
No, I have it.
Either way.
I have it.
If he finishes like 71st next week, you're going to really
But he's
feel.
not. So I'm not going to feel anyway. I'm going to feel awesome when he's holding up that trophy next week and the following week. I'm going to be like, Abraham, who could have predicted it? CJ did.
Let's take a break. Come back. We'll get into it. Today is also a scheduled release day in the NBA. We will find out what's on the Grizzlies' schedule later on this afternoon. It'll all come out about 2:00 or so. So you're going to want to. We'll take a look at kind of what you're looking forward to. What do you want to find out? What are the things that you're interested in when we look at schedules? That kind of stuff. We'll take a look at all of that coming up here on the program. Also, we'll get into the what over the weekend turned into an insane thing with Antonio Brown. I mean, just a
That guy's crazy, man.
I mean, we're on planet Cuckoo Bird, and it's wild out there. My man is just getting it, and planet crazy. He's getting it, and he's doing his thing. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some of the updates on the camps in both college and pro football. They are going crazy this morning. Also, there's a op-ed on The Athletic from Rich Paul about the Rich Paul rule, and it's interesting to read what Rich has to say about this. He's got some good thoughts and some good advice for the NCAA. We'll get into that as well. So very busy program here. Very busy, celebratory, first day of school, Abraham, Aunt Sarah program, all that stuff. We're doing it as we continue here. Live from the Family Leisure Studios, Peter and CJ. Back to school. Austin, get those kids back to school. Make sure everything's all right. You make sure those kids.
Got to run out to right traffic during the breaks.
That's exactly right. Thank you. We'll do all that when we continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Listen online anywhere, anytime at sports56whbq.com.
Campbell Clinic now offers daytime walk-in care, and you don't need an appointment. If you've got any kind of urgent break, sprain, strain, you can walk into any of their 5 convenient locations Monday through Friday from 8 until 4. There's no long wait you have to put up with the ER, and those doctors are really good, but they're not orthopedists. They're not world-renowned orthopedists who have come up with different procedures and written the manuals for them that are used everywhere in the world, and I'm not kidding you. And you can now see those doctors who treat the Tigers, the Grizzlies, the Redbirds. You can see them today without an appointment. And I'm talking Collierville, Germantown, South Haven, downtown at the Med Center, or even the Campbell Clinic Spine Center in Cordova. Now, if you've got something pressing, you got to go to work and you can bear the pain until the evening, there's Campbell Clinic After Hours. That's Monday through Thursday from 5 to 8 in Germantown, South Haven, even Saturday morning in Germantown. If you're injured, don't wait. Visit Campbell Clinic Walk-In Care or Campbell Clinic After Hours.
Gun enthusiasts in the Mid-South know all about guns and ammo at 3615 Summer and 577 Goodman Road, Suite 4 at the corner of Goodman and Elmore in South Haven, because they carry the largest selection of both guns and ammo in the area. They are authorized dealers of Colt, Benelli, CZ, Smith & Wesson, Glock, Ruger, Sig Sauer, Vergara, and a lot more. If you or someone you know is looking for something for self-defense, competition, hunting, or just something that goes boom, then get to Guns and Ammo, 3615 Summer in Memphis and 577 Goodman Road, Suite 4 at the corner of Goodman and Elmore in South Haven.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
Book a Caribbean vacation for your mouth at Curry and Jerk. So you are Arturo, and you came together with Ricardo to create Curry and Jerk for what?
To bring people together, to share our culture and letting people smile by eating the food that we're used to. We wanted to bring the combination of the West Indies culture to share right here in America with others.
And you don't have to go all the way to the Caribbean to have a taste of the Caribbean. You can have it right here in downtown Memphis.
That is absolutely correct.
Chef Ricardo, tell me a little bit about Sunday brunch.
Yeah, our Sunday brunch is like something different that you will get. It's like a mixture of the Caribbean mixed with the basic type of brunch people used to here in Memphis, but we just turn it up a notch with our Caribbean spices and flavor, and it is such a big difference.
At Curry and Jerk, located in the heart of downtown Memphis at 126 Monroe. Lunch daily from 11 to 2, dinner Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 10, Friday and Saturday 4 to 11.
Need physical therapy but don't know where to go? Tried physical therapy but had a bad experience? Grab your physician's referral and head to Revolution Physical Therapy at the corner of Goodman and Getwell. At Revolution PT, you'll get one-on-one, hands-on therapy. Better and more thorough than just going to the gym. Revolution is locally owned and staffed by neighbors who care about your maximum recovery. And they accept all major insurances. Certified in dry needling, expert in myofascial release. Always relaxed and friendly. Revolution Physical Therapy is just what you need.
Summertime and the living is easy. No more cutting or paying utilities. Literally, you guys, Town Village Audubon Park, nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. Looking for a great place to retire, but you still have a very active lifestyle? Then visit Town Village. Only requirements that you're 55 plus. Prices per month starting at $2,300. Gourmet Chef Joe welcomes you to visit our restaurant and bistro. Package includes 3 complimentary meals per day, maid service, free daily transportation, utility bills, monthly coffee club, theme dinner parties, lots of fun. Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. The living is easy. Town Village Audubon Park.
The Blue and Gray Show is back. John Stacy and I are here to give you all the info you need to get ready for the upcoming Tiger season. This week, we talk DBU at the U of M. That's right, all DBs, all 2 hours. Keith Span will be in studio along with some special surprise callers. So tune in this Sunday night from 5 to 7 for the Blue and Gray Show right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Smooth Jazz Monday?
Little smooth jazz in the house.
Yes. Smooth Jazz Monday! It's almost like elevator music Monday. Very, very dangerously close.
Or on hold music.
How about this? Your call is important to us. Thank you for listening to Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7. We'll get right back with you on the show here in just a second. Did you know about our Sports 56 podcast?
Did you know you could follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram?
Social media presence all over the place. Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.
You are caller number 4.
Please know your call will be answered in the order in which it was received.
I always wonder, I read this somewhere one time, I always wonder how long I would be on hold if my call wasn't important to him.
Your call is not that important to us, I'll be honest.
At all.
Other people's calls are more important. Your call will be answered, but not in the order in which it was received. It'll be answered in the order in which we feel like it. And
this call may be recorded for better customer service.
Yeah, that doesn't help, by the way. I have yet to experience better customer service because of recorded phone calls.
I agree. I have not.
This call may be recorded, so should you say anything and want to sue us, we can protect ourselves.
This call may be recorded so that we can snitch on the agents that are working for us. Make sure that they're not doing anything crazy.
Call center jobs are interesting, man.
Oh yeah, I had one. That was one of my very first gigs, and I worked for the fine people over here at Service Master. I was at Terminix. I was answering the 1-800-TERMINIX line.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. And sleeping when I wasn't answering that, which is why I didn't last very long. in that business.
This is Peter Edmiston. Thank you for calling Terminex.
I didn't introduce myself by name at that point, but
one day I will have a very popular radio show.
I was not real good at. I didn't really the upselling and all that. That wasn't really, it's not really my thing. It was fine. I mean, good. It was good. Good. What the company was fine. It wasn't. It was me. It was clearly me. It was not them. It was my situation there. We had a lot of. Had a few bad apples too. Had some people abusing the internal, the beginnings of the email system. This was like 95 or 96.
Oh, wow.
So we didn't even really, the email and stuff wasn't prevalent at that point. And so they had these internal messaging systems, and we had people that were sending inappropriate messages, which, I tried to I explained to them that, they can read all these, right? I said, no, they just kept sending them. And so eventually they printed out a big ream full of all the
Oh,
messages.
no.
Made them go in and read them, too. They were, lewd comments about particular members of staff. They made them read them to the staff members and then fired them.
When I worked for the bank, we had an IM message so we could go back and forth between the people at the desk, and they were like, "Be careful because the corporate can pull these up at any time. So if you're saying something bad about your boss, you might not want to do that."
You just
that was kind of them to warn you.
Logic. Like, we know you're probably going to say something stupid. We feel like that's probably going to be the case. So let's just go ahead and
nip it in.
Let you know beforehand. So if you do, you're real dumb. And you definitely deserve to be fired.
We don't want you working for us.
Yeah, you deserve to be fired, not for your insubordination, but more just because you're dumb.
Yes.
You're so dumb that you can't even insubordinate privately. I mean, that's worse, really. It's bad.
Insubordination is
that seems like a sign, like on the outside of the door. Please insubordinate privately.
Exactly right. It's a little bit like the idea of the drug test. It's like we're giving you like, we know we're gonna drug test you like at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So, just so you know, here's when we're gonna test you. If you get caught, more of an intelligence test than anything else. You're real. That's not real bright, my friend. Anyway, so today, now the NBA schedule. Wait, the texter just says, I should answer the phone.
It's the Firebirds. Welcome to Terminex. We will burn the termites out of your house. Where? I hate those termites.
Yeah, that would have been much better than what I did answer the phone, which was like, what? Yeah. What? Huh? Terminate? What? I did. She's like, we don't pay you to sleep. I'm like, yeah, kind of do. Kind of did at this point. Well, it didn't inspire me. That was not an inspiring job. Anyway, so NBA schedule day. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Which schedule day is the most exciting? NFL schedule day? Major League Baseball schedule? What do they? Do they
even unveil?
I think it's not even like a day for Sky. I think they just kind of comes out. It's probably already out for next year. I don't know. Austin would know that. NHL schedule day?
It's one you're missing.
MLS schedule day?
College football schedule day. Because you find out like 20 years in advance who everybody's playing.
Well, this
Oklahoma, Florida's going to play 2039.
Yeah, this week they announced a lot of teams put their 2020 schedules out. But see, there's no like unified day of college football. Like we're already getting the 2020 schedules for a lot of teams like just like in the last week or two.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have like one day. Like everybody's. We haven't even had the 2019 season yet, and 2020 schedules are coming out.
People are already scheduling games for the 2030s.
No,
hey, come on.
No, I mean that's all. But I'm saying there's a day, there's an event. The NFL's turned into like a huge, massive thing.
Mm-hmm.
Schedule day. What's going to happen? And then the NBA's the NBA's trying to do it. I mean, it's going to be today, 2:00. Everything will come out, and they're trying to make it a thing.
We know who's on the schedule. We know who you're going to play.
We?
Yes.
Who are they going to play? Who are they opening with?
They're going to play East team.
You don't know.
They're going to play every
Which
East
one?
team once.
You don't
at
know.
Home, once on the road. They're going to play the teams in their division, 3 times?
So you don't even know the formula.
3-4 times, and then they'll play the teams in the conference 3 times.
Hey, CJ, be careful. The fire's burning within Peter.
Wrong. You're wrong. Here's the formula, CJ.
Oh.
Since you're just making stuff up like you did at school.
Like I do. Yes.
Formula is you play every other team in your division. Those are 4 teams. You play those teams 4 times for sure. Twice at home, twice away. You play the other 10 teams in your conference. These are the Western Conference teams for the Grizzlies. 6 of them you play 4 times. 4 of them you play 3 times. Yeah, that's right.
Isn't that what I said?
That's not what you said.
Oh, okay.
You were using some of them they play. No. I'm giving you the exact numbers here.
All right.
The 4 you play 2 at home, 2 away. The other ones you will be 2 and 1, and they do a rotation over a 5-year period to rotate out what those teams are. And then you play the other 15 teams in the other conference twice. Once at home, once away.
I definitely said that.
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I wasn't listening to you, CJ, honestly. I was thinking about cool stuff in my head rather than listening to you. So that's how you get to your 82 games. And yes, you do. You could figure out, if you wanted to, the more or less the exact composition of the Grizzlies schedule that will be released later on this afternoon. If you really worked hard enough based on the last few years and the rotation, you could figure out roughly. It's no, you're not going to do that.
No,
because why would you do that? That would be really stupid.
Just tell me the answer.
But I'm just saying there is a formula for it. They don't just randomly throw the. And so as a result, there being a formula, you know more or less kind of what's coming. Same thing is true, but the same thing is true with the NFL. I mean, you have years when one division plays the other. You know which division it's going to be. So you just don't know when these teams, but you know the composition of the schedule. You just don't know exactly when they're going to fall out. So with that being said, like, does any scheduled day excite you?
No.
Like the fact that you can then say, oh, okay, on December 12th, it's going to be this team, and this is the MLK Day game, and this is the home opener, and this is the first game for Ja, and blah blah blah. All that doesn't excite you. You could start thinking like, oh, it's going to be against whoever. It's going to the excitement of
when they play on MLK is something that I'm interested in. The rest of it, no. Home opener when they play on MLK Day. And here recently when certain members of the core 4 make their return trip. So when was
we know Conley's. Conley's is going to be.
When's Conley coming back?
Yeah.
When's Marc Gasol coming back? And that's pretty much it. That's all I want to know because we know they're not playing on Christmas Day. I feel pretty confident they're not going to be playing on Christmas Day.
They're not playing on Christmas Day.
So home opener, the returns of Gasol and Conley, and when they play on MLK Day. Those are the games that, like, okay, I really want to know when those are. The rest of them, no.
You know why? Because you're not a season ticket holder.
Oh.
If you're a season ticket holder, you start to you got to know when I got to make my schedules. I got to know when is this guy's going to do. This is when the game is going to be. Let me we get, especially people that share their tickets. They got to allocate. Okay. So how many times is LeBron or the Lakers? Are they coming once? Are they coming twice? The Clippers, they come in once or twice. The Celtics, we know they're coming once.
We got these throwback games to plan for too.
But we don't know when the throwbacks are going to.
I'm just saying we got those to plan for.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I don't know when they're going. I don't know if they're going to announce those with the schedule or not. I don't know how that's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
But because they have not announced, as far as I know, they didn't announce anything. I'm not even sure. I think I want to say there's a. They can wear the. Don't quote me on this, because I'm sort of speculating here. But I swear I remember something about you can only wear those things like 6 times is the most you can wear those jerseys at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 10 overall. So I think you can wear some on the road.
Okay.
You can arrange kind of a thing with the other team depending on what they want to do. I think that's. But I could just be making that up.
I'm quoting you on it.
I just specifically said, don't quote me on that. I just said that.
I wasn't listening. I was thinking about cool things in my head.
No, I can't blame you. I can't blame you for that. Where are you going to quote me?
Say what?
Where are you going to quote me?
At the house. In the streets.
Now, don't quote me in the streets. That's
at the barbershop.
That's one thing you cannot do. I've told you that before. You cannot quote me in these streets.
Go to the barbershop. Be like, hey, Peter Edmiston said. We're like, who the hell is Peter Edmiston? And who the hell are you?
So what you're saying is I should go delete the tweet I just sent out with that
information? based on me Speculating about that number? Yeah. Definitely. No, that's our number one stock and trade, really. It's just speculating. Like, I just come here wildly speculate about, when games are, who they're going to play, all that stuff.
What was the word? Reculation, I believe is what you called it. Reckless
right.
speculation.
They're going to play this. They're going to play that. I'll just throw out. I'll give you a big old fake schedule if you want.
Oh, yes. Fake schedules I'm interested in. I'm here for fake schedules.
All right, so who would, let me just give you this, okay? Think about this during the break. This is not a tease. This is kind of a tease, but it's a tease that you get to think about. So this will make you a little happier. You don't look happy, but you should be. Both of you guys, think about this, and our dear listeners, callers, texters, etc. What's the ideal MLK Day game for you?
He said, "Think about it, CJ."
Because don't say it. Just think about it. Don't say it. What's the ideal game?
I saw CJ's right. He was right by that mic. He was
because
right.
That's the one. Obviously, apart from knowing when Mark and Mike are coming back, all that stuff. But that's the one that people are going to look for on the schedule. And it also then kind of makes you think about, what's good. So what's the ideal game? What would you like to see? Think about that, Austin. Think about that. CJ, don't say it. Just think about it right now, and then you can say it. Don't say it. Breaking all kinds of rules today. Unbelievable. All right, let's take a break.
How do you do this?
We'll come back. Text at 67129. On schedule day, what is it? Does the schedule day excite you? NBA schedule release. Does it excite you? Are you interested? 67129. Is that something that gets your juices flowing a little bit, especially those of you with season tickets? Let's take a break. We'll come back. Lots more to get to here on the experience. Don't say it yet, CJ. Wait. We'll have that when we return. Real Sports Dog Sports 5696-187.7.
Spend your lunch with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy on Sports 56 middays, delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 to 1 on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Need physical therapy but don't know where to go? Tried physical therapy but had a bad experience? Grab your physician's referral and head to Revolution Physical Therapy at the corner of Goodman and Getwell. At Revolution PT, you'll get one-on-one, hands-on therapy. Better and more thorough than just going to the gym. Revolution is locally owned and staffed by neighbors who care about your maximum recovery. And they accept all major insurances. Certified in dry needling, expert in myofascial release. Always relaxed and friendly. Revolution Physical Therapy is just what you need.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes. And you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
Ever wonder why Europeans seem to speak so many languages? Maybe it's because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Babbel's award-winning technology gets you speaking right away, whether you're learning Spanish, French, or German. And best of all, you'll remember what you've learned.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
Using Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons, you can be speaking confidently in your new language within weeks.
I was amazed that I could start having real-life conversations right away. It was so fast. Now I'm speaking Spanish. Woohoo!
No wonder Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Try it for yourself and see why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language, like Spanish, French, or more. You can try Babbel for free. Go to Babbel.com or download the app and try it for free. That's Babbel, Babbel.com, or download the app to try it for free. That's Babbel.com.
Listen up, Rebel fans. You can now listen to Rebel Yell Hotline on 87.7 FM or on the web each and every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. If you can't listen to 87.7 FM, Sports 56 has made it possible to listen online each and every week. All you have to do is go to sports56whbq.com and click on the Rebel Yell Hotline banner to listen. That's Rebel Yell Hotline each and every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on 87.7 FM or on the web at sports56whbq.com.
AC trouble? Make your first call your last call. Call Air Doctors of Memphis, 901-598-HVAC. Owner Matt Davis is a third-generation full-service air conditioning specialist. Air Doctors of Memphis services all major brands, and labor and parts are guaranteed 100%. Their yearly AC checkup is only $60, and 24-hour emergency service is billed at normal rates. Your comfort is their highest priority. Contact airdoctorsofmemphis.com or call 901-598-HVAC. DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe, unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Your call is very important.
I mean, this is straight up.
We have changed our menu. Please listen for the new options.
You got to click the button and
Listen
listen to the
carefully,
new
as our
option.
menu options have changed.
That right there.
That's it right there.
For CJ, press 1. For Peter, press 2. Para Espanol, oprime 3.
It's a shame that that's what jazz music people know about it. It's a shame because this is really nice.
If you would like the experience with Peter and CJ in Spanish, please press 3.
If you would like to speak to a representative, sorry, we can't help you.
If you'd like to speak to Austin Eldridge, please stay on the line.
Oh, this is great. I love Hold Music Mondays. This is becoming a new thing. I'm very excited about this. This is super fun. I did not realize this was going to be so much fun. I'm excited. Right on, right on. All right, so welcome back to the program. All right, so you've had all break to think about what I threw out there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the texter agrees. Frankly, this is always my standing thing, which is that the MLK Day game should always be the Grizzlies and the Hawks. Should always be Memphis and Atlanta, because the two cities that were so instrumental for Dr. King. And I've always said, CJ, that there should be a I realize that there are all sorts of logistics that make this difficult. Mm-hmm. So you have to schedule. You have to go through, like, there's arena. There's all kinds of other stuff that these arenas. They have NHL games. They have other events. They have concerts. They have just crazy stuff. So you got to work schedules. I get that it's difficult, but ideally, I would love to see the Hawks and the Grizzlies always play 2 games right around there, like the Saturday night before in one of the cities, and then you have a bus tour that goes from one city to the other through Alabama, through so many Selma, Birmingham. Make it a tour. Make it, and the NBA can film it. You can make it. It's an educational thing. You can learn about so many of these places where Dr. King had massive impact and was treated incredibly poorly. Where there's so many iconic areas that you could really highlight and make it a learning thing. And then you end up that Monday, you end up in the other building and you play the MLK Day game. And then you can just switch it up each whatever. To me, that's the way it should be done, because then you can really make it an educational thing. The NBA's unfortunately turned MLK Day into Christmas too. We've sort of forgotten in some respects why we have done this. So I would love for that to be the case. But logistically, it's obviously there are things that make that difficult. But I mean, we'll find out if it's Atlanta. But that'd be nice.
I like that thought, and then you could take different routes throughout the South as well. You can go, instead of going through Alabama, you can go up through.
You could go up,
Tennessee, and
1 year you could go up through.
Go up, and then another year you can come in from Memphis. You can go through
coast,
Mississippi, and you can come back up. Like I like that thought. I'm also a proponent. I know this won't happen, but Birmingham making it a neutral court game, getting one of those in there as well. So you have Atlanta playing somebody in Atlanta, Memphis playing somebody in Memphis, and then there'll be a neutral court game. We got baseball playing games in cornfields. We got football playing games in other countries. I think one of the 40-something home games you get, if it's for something like MLK Day, I think teams would be willing to say, okay, we're just going to meet up and play in Birmingham also, and just get all of the history, the legacy, the stories, the accolades that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had, just hit us with it all in one day, because it is a big deal, and this is more than just a Thanksgiving type of situation like the NFL has. Like you should be using this not only to showcase your sport, but to also, like you said, educate people on everything that took place during the civil rights era.
I mean, it's a great, an important educational opportunity. So let's say that's is there another team? Just let's say absent the educational opportunity, which I think Atlanta would represent uniquely, which unfortunately we've not seen done yet. Was there another just an appealing matchup or something that you would?
You got to pick one of the bigger teams, one of the teams that you predict and that everybody predicts is going to be pretty good with star power.
But you don't want the Grizzlies to get destroyed. You don't want to
I just want people
big star power team. With I don't know, the Clippers or somebody just come in and wax the Grizzlies on MLK Day.
No, but you want eyes on the set. So if it is a team the Grizzlies can beat, nobody's going to watch Memphis and Phoenix. And then that the educational aspect of that day kind of gets lost in that matchup. So you bring in the Clippers and you get people's eyes on the city, because it's more than just a basketball game. It is more than just a win for somebody and loss for somebody else.
I think the educational aspect of it gets lost if it's any other team but the Hawks and Grizzlies myself. Yeah. I think it's got to be the Hawks. I mean, on top of what all you guys said, MLK was, he was baptized in Atlanta. His dad did a lot of stuff in Atlanta. So between those two cities,
right up the street.
Those two cities are the only two that really represent MLK Day the best.
I would love it. I'd love to see it. I can tell you this. It's going to be, you can know for a fact that it's going to be a high-ish profile opponent for sure, because it's a nationally televised game. I mean, generally, TNT of late has been doing it. So in almost every case, I think they had 1 year where it wasn't, but it's pretty much always a nationally televised game. So it's going to be it ain't going to be the Phoenix Suns, I can tell you that. It ain't going to be the Pistons or one of those teams. Yeah. There'll be a reason, I'm sure, for the matchup that there'll be something.
And even though we're focusing on the life and death of Dr. King with the two cities, Atlanta and Memphis, he worked in other cities. Like his reach is influence.
Of course.
So no matter where that third or fourth or fifth game, no matter where those games are, it should be hey, this is what Dr. King did in Detroit. This is what he was fighting for in Detroit. Hey, here's what he was fighting for in Cleveland, in LA, in LA, and in New York, and in Brooklyn,
Oklahoma City.
And did he go to Oklahoma City?
I don't think Dr. King went to Oklahoma City.
That might have been too dangerous.
Yeah, I don't think he went to Oklahoma City.
I kid. But if it's because he led marches, he led movements that span the entire country.
Absolutely.
So every city has a Dr. King story. I'm sure every NBA city or a lot of NBA series have a Dr. King story. So highlight those stories during those games also.
You got MLK, Boulevard and Street.
Everywhere.
And of course you also got, they could just play the Wizards, and you could do right down the street. I mean, you got, National Mall, you've got all that stuff. I mean, you were just up there. So, there's plenty. You're right, there's plenty of history. I just think it's very special in particular because of the home, Dr. King's home, really. It should be Memphis and Atlanta are the most obvious connected cities. But, you can expand it out. We have opportunities for sure. They're doing a whole show. It'll be 2:00, and that's when the Grizzlies schedule will come out as well. Let's take a break. Come back. Hour number 2 on the way, live in the Family Leisure Studios. Message us on Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Sports 56 96.1 87.7.
The folks at Homer Skelton Hyundai want to say thank you. Thank you, Memphis, for another spectacular year. They set records, but I can understand why. You think about the product. Where else do you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty? That's what you get on every new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. Oh, and thank you again for the 11th straight year, the #1 certified pre-owned car dealership in all of Memphis. It starts with that product, but then it goes to the shopper assurance. Where else do you go where you get transparent pricing, flexible test drive, take the car for a couple of days if you want, streamlined buying process? You're not going to be there all day, in and out. And then, and I have not seen this anywhere else, the 3-day worry-free exchange. You buy a new car, if you've got any buyer's remorse, you've got 3 days to change your mind. Just get on Lamar, take it into Mississippi, the first exit's Craft Road, turn left, and go see Chris True and all the gang at Homer Skelton Hyundai.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. If you're in need of a roof, there's no better place to start than Five Ash Roofing. No matter what your situation is, we have you covered. We can walk you through the insurance process without committing fraud like many of my competitors. You'd be surprised how many times salesmen and contractors will manufacture storm damage just so they can get a sale. We do residential, multifamily, and commercial work. We're certified in every form of roofing we offer. Our labor warranties are for the life of the shingle, and we don't charge extra for that. And to my knowledge, there's no other roofing company in Memphis offering that level of security. And if that's not enough, we offer a best price guarantee. We are the official roofer of the University of Memphis Athletic Department and a proud member of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
These seats are amazing.
Shoot it!
We deliver tickets, team merchandise, and everything you need to get ready for the game. But what you really get when FedEx knocks on your door is so much more.
FedEx Delivery.
Game day spirit. What we deliver by delivering.
Starlight Lounge presents An Evening with the Progressive Box.
I took a bit of a risk singing that song, but of course the one place I never take chances is the road, where Progressive Snapshot rewards your safe driving. A good driver plus Snapshot equals big discounts. And speaking of math, 1 + 1 = 2, little too late.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California, North Carolina, or from all agents.
Looking good and feeling good? You've been to Rooster's Men's Grooming, the all-American classic barbershop. Whether boy or man, sportster or professional, when service matters, Rooster's is the choice for all gentlemen. Rooster's Men's Grooming offers a full-service shave, precision haircuts, and more, all with top-of-the-line products and a truly professional atmosphere. They even remember your name and offer you a beer. When looking good and feeling good matters, relax and unwind at Rooster's Men's Grooming, Paragon Place, 6300 Poplar.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Brian Tarquin.
Brian Tarquin? You got Tarquin? Woo!
What? Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
Thank you for listening to hour number 2 of the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt and Austin Eldridge. You can follow us on Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter to find out more. Please listen closely. Your radio station menu may have changed.
This is awesome. I can do this all day. This is just very silly and wonderful. This is wonderful. I didn't realize how much I liked this. I didn't realize how much this was going to entertain me.
Hold Music Monday.
Hold Music Monday. That's beautiful. Austin, you know, you're a brilliant man. I would never thought of that. That's wonderful. Thank you for doing that. That's a lot of fun. That's one of the, to take you guys behind the curtain a little bit. You know, we like to just, we have certain days that we have, you know, preordained. Obviously, you have Soft Rock Tuesday, it's preordained. You know, we Techno Friday, we had to set up for that. You know, we'll get some things, you know, themed. But then some days, you know, we just get surprised. We like for like Austin to kind of just surprise us, and this is one of those, and that's always delightful because I never would have expected that.
No,
keep it coming. Keep those hot. If you got any requests on Hold Music Monday.
Send us your whole.
Send us those whole music requests. Let's go. If you can find, I wonder if you can find that. Like, is there like a list like top 10 hold musics, like the most common hold musics? I mean, let's see what's out there. In the meantime, I can tell you, welcome to the program. Family Leisure Studios is where we are doing our thing. And if you got your family, guess what? You're probably taking some of them to school right now. It is back to school Monday. CJ was telling stories about his back to school time, telling my school. You know, I always had a bit of a ambivalent relationship with the back to school. Like, there was some good stuff and there was some bad stuff. It was like I was excited about, you know, I was a little nervous about it. So everybody, it's gonna be okay. Kids out there, I want you to be smart, stay clean, keep the dream, keep it rolling, have yourself a great school day. Try your best, unlike CJ, and get after it. Okay, don't listen to CJ. That's the most important thing at all. Don't listen when it comes to school. Don't listen to CJ. CJ's got bad advice about school.
No, I got bad stories about school.
Stories.
I got great advice about it because of those bad stories.
Yeah. So, in any event, we've been talking about that. We've talked about schedule release day. Comes out 2:00. Grizzlies' schedule will be out then, along with everybody else in the NBA. The NBA is kind of making it a thing. And we kind of end up like, you know, most people I think are generally kind of looking at when, you know, Mark and Mike are coming back also. And we know about Mike. We know at least, you know, he will come back November 15th. That's a Friday. When the Jazz come, you know, he may have another game as well. Mark will only come back once because he's an Eastern Conference opponent. So you kind of look for those games. But also the MLK Day game, we've discussed that. And an interesting text coming in. Guy says, in addition to Atlanta, I was thinking about Chicago for an MLK opponent, which we've seen the Bulls, you know, on MLK Day before. If the NBA was smart, they would do what you're talking about and do a Memphis-Atlanta series for a year or two and then branch it out and take it to different cities and focus on Dr. King's message. It could be a real educational opportunity for the NBA. You guys ought to pitch this seriously. I mean, we are pitching it right now.
Yes.
Consider this a pitch. And I've talked to people within the Grizzlies organization about this kind of stuff. And it's, again, a lot of it is determined by logistics of when, you know, like how teams can get there, and it just the schedule. The thing that people don't understand, I guess, or that's difficult to understand is how many dominoes fall for the schedule. Like, you have each team is required towards the end of the previous regular season. They submit a list of 50 dates that are acceptable for potential home games, and you only have 41 home games within the regular season. So you have 50 dates that can work. Within those 50 dates, each team submits all their 50. Then they feed it into a big old computer that then sorts and organizes and finds the connections of the teams that actually can work on specific days. But sometimes it spits out some really crazy, like, home road splits where your team's on the road, like, you know, I don't know, 6-7 games or more. Mm-hmm. And then so you have to put the parameters in about, you know, not having too many road, and then you have to watch out for back-to-backs, and the NBA is trying to create, you know, fewer back-to-backs and fewer 3 games in 4 nights and all that stuff. And then they submit like a preliminary schedule to the teams, who then say, oh, you know, actually we got a thing going on in our city at this time, or hey, this is, send it back. So it's a painstaking process. Like, it's ridiculous to try to put this together. So it is tough to say, like, for sure, okay, Chicago, you know, make sure we block this out 2 years in advance or what. Like, I guess, I mean, anything's possible. So if you give it enough lead time, you could probably maybe set something up and make sure the arena's not, you know, don't book the arena for something at that point. I don't know, but it's tricky. So, you know, and if you change one team thing, then that they have another team that they were supposed to play. Now that team has to change something. It becomes this domino effect. It is not scheduling is way harder than people realize.
Mm-hmm.
All these teams and all these games. It's 1,700 and some odd games that you have to. It's not easy. So I get like it's tricky.
It is. But like you said,
but I wish they would try. I mean,
if you give it
try.
more time, maybe scheduling some of these things, and you don't have to say anything to anybody about it, but be working on the MLK schedule maybe 3-4 years out, to allow for some of the truly educational like aspects and elements of his life to shine through. Maybe then that would allow for it to be a bit easier on you to do something creative, like have them drive, have two teams play, one on Saturday, one on Monday, and then have them drive through en route to the other team's arena and make stops along the way. So even if it is, hey, we're going to do Chicago-Detroit this year, and then discuss what happened when Dr. King was marching in Chicago, how he got hit with rocks and bricks, and then like, okay, here we go. So this was the message here, and this is what he was faced with. And Bow, here we are in Detroit, or here we are in Cleveland, and here's what was going on here at the time, and this is why Dr. King came up here to fight and advocate for those who were voiceless at the time. So
absolutely.
But you got to allow like time. Like you said, it's complicated. It is arduous endeavor, but if you take enough time, if you get enough advance notice, you can say, hey, please don't have the arena booked. We really want to do something special for you and your city as an NBA franchise. So let's see if we can't work something out here. But it's got to be 3, 4, 5 years in advance.
Well, that's the thing is that what you have just said is the vital thing, which is intentionality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has to be intentional. You have to try. You know, the NBA is sort of like gone backwards to some extent on some of this stuff. Like they haven't really made an effort to. And I'll be honest with you. I think that at some point the Grizzlies have done that, where they've tried. They found it difficult to continue to make the game as special of an occasion because it's every year. The presentation is like the same. The music's the same. The surrounding stuff is very much the same. It's great, but they sort of just kind of, you know, they got a template and they go through it. And I would like to see, you know, even if it means the game is moved away from Memphis on some MLK day, as long as there's an intentionality to the game itself, and as long as there's some kind of a connection to all this, then I mean, I'm willing to think about new opportunities and new things. I mean, I think it probably should be in Memphis just every, you know, and then they should really helm the coverage as they have, you know, from Memphis. I think that's probably for the best. But I mean, again, I'm willing to think about other options to make it more, you know, to juice it up a little bit and to get that aspect of it really fired up, because, you know, there's plenty of lessons, and we've talked about this before. I mean, you know, Dr. King is there are lessons you can take, and then there's lessons some people don't want to hear about some of the stuff. So there's always that sort of thing that goes on. But I'd like some more intentionality. Try to make that part of it more of a part of it, rather than just hey, it's a holiday, and hey, let's say Dr. King. But really, it's like, hey, it's like Christmas. Like, hey, we're all playing here. Why are we playing? Let's find that out.
It's you can, because they're just thinking about what goes on in NFL on one of their holidays, Thanksgiving. There are multiple games being played on Thanksgiving. There are multiple NBA games being played on Christmas, On MLK Day, you can have every game every year it be Memphis versus somebody, Atlanta versus somebody, and then, hey, we're going to a completely different part of the country, and this is going to be the annual MLK Junior bus trip or something along those lines. And hey, these are the two cities that we are going to also be highlighting this year. So every year you highlight Memphis, every year you highlight Atlanta, and then every year you pick two cities in relatively close proximity to one another, and you highlight those two cities as well and what Dr. King was doing there also.
Did you ever say, Austin, who your ideal team Your ideal opponent?
Yeah, I think Atlanta.
Let's assume that's not just from a purely competitive matchup. Now, let's take the educational stuff out of it for a second. Purely just entertainment wise, is there a team that you want to see? Is there a team you're most looking forward to? And we can expand this out from MLK Day, I suppose. Like if you're just looking forward to, out of all the changes, teams, like which games are you going to look for team wise? There's like, I want to see.
I think for me this year, maybe New Orleans because you get to see Zion.
It'll be Zion versus Ja.
Zion versus Ja. I think this year that would be a good matchup as far as entertainment value.
And that could be a game you put on MLK Day.
And I think it'd be a competitive game as well. It wouldn't be a blowout on either side.
It will be competitive. And it would have the young stars would be out. The young Pelicans team.
Well, the Pelicans were the opponent last year for MLK as well.
And, they didn't have Zion.
They had Anthony Davis.
Well, true.
Although he was not
very
happy.
Play?
He did.
Okay.
Not very effectively. Actually, I think he was okay, but there was in that weird time when right before the trade request.
Yeah.
And it was.
But this year, you could throw.
Obviously, it'd be a lot different.
Yeah. Because both teams would be selling not only their respective cities on this idea of hope for the future, but the NBA as well, because somebody's got to pick up that guard. Somebody's got to pick up that torch that is going to be handed down from this current generation of players. LeBron James is the last one in his draft class still in the NBA. Like there's about to be a change of the proverbial guard. You're looking around, Kevin Durant is not playing this year, but Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond, Kyrie, throw him in there, LeBron, certainly. Like, all of them are getting older. Like, it's about to be a shift here in the next 3-4 years in who the stars of the league are. So it won't be James Harden or Russell Westbrook. It may very well be Jaren and Ja and Zion. So you can sell that game like that. Like, hey, these are the future stars of the NBA right here. Come watch. Team I would be excited to see, or more excited to see than some of the other teams, the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what they've got going on.
The new look Kawhi, Paul George, Clippers, yeah, absolutely.
Want to see them. Want to see how, because Patrick Beverley likes to get into everybody. Mm-hmm. It seems like especially rookies with hype to remind them or show them like, hey, you're not that good. Mm-hmm. So I want to see how John Morant handles Patrick Beverley doing Patrick Beverley type stuff also.
What about the Rockets? Does that the new look Russell Westbrook, James Harden Rockets?
Yeah, that's up there. Okay. They're up there with the Lakers also.
Lakers, obviously, LeBron.
Obviously.
And Anthony Davis. Of course.
And then outside of that, I can't.
I want to see Milwaukee. I want to see Milwaukee,
Freak.
not only because of Greek Freak, but also because it's a Taylor Jenkins against his old boss, Mike Budenholzer. So that's a fun little side story in that whole thing. Yeah, I think there's. We were talking about this the other day. I think the NBA is really in a good position as long as they can keep everything they can square away the big market, small market stuff, get the next collective bargaining agreement done properly. Like, there's so many teams now. Mm-hmm. We're talking about the schedule stuff. Like, there's so many different teams you're looking and thinking about. Like, wow, this could be. If you're like, season ticket holders who share their tickets, always going to divvy up the good games, and there's not that many bad games anymore. Like, you look at Cleveland is just they just bad. Phoenix is just bad, but at least they have some interesting Booker and Ayton and some interesting players. Mm-hmm. They're still bad, but at least there's some interesting players on the team. Charlotte's bad. The Knicks are bad, but they're the Knicks, so there's kind of a name brand there, but they're pretty terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Even Detroit's got Blake Griffin. No one talks about that, but Blake, he was great last year. He had a great season last year, and no one cared, but he was really good. Mm-hmm. They got a decent squad. Dwayne Casey does a nice job with them. I'm not sure they're gonna and they're not gonna sell a bunch of tickets or anything, but that's not a bad team. Minnesota, any Western Conference, there's all the Western guys.
You had to mention Golden State.
Oh, of course. They're just a kind of a given. They're not quite the appeal that they were before, but it's still Steph and Clay. Well, Clay would be hurt, but
Steph, Draymond, and what's your boy's name?
D'Angelo Russell. Yeah. Steve Kerr.
Yeah. He's gonna suit it up.
He may get back out there.
bad back and
Sacramento, like you got De'Aaron Fox, who's going to be part of the U.S. team. Marvin Bagley, who's been coming on in the summer, and apparently was fantastic. I watched that game on Friday with the select team against the Team USA, and Jaren Jackson was okay. Like he kind of just did. He wouldn't. Jaren's not really built for this sort of a game. You need to kind of be in a different setting for him to really shine, I think. But he was okay. But Bagley was really impressive, and they were like, hey, Bagley, he was all set to join the big squad, and then he pulled out yesterday. He said, I'm not going to play. Why? I'm getting ready for the season.
Got to.
What about De'Aaron Fox? Aren't you also teammates? Like, aren't you? You're getting ready. Like, what? Very strange. I don't understand why would you not? It's a great opportunity to like. I mean, I know it's the World Cup, and I know the scheduling is tough, and it's going to take you like 4 weeks, and you got to prepare. It's a long time. But why you put what? Has Bagley got that much juice that he can pull out? Is he LeBron now? Are you Bagley's pulling out?
You've got to stop and think about all the basketball.
Bagley is pulling out?
All the pull-out game strong. You got to think about all the basketball that he has probably played in the past, 4 or 5 years.
But they got to put a team together.
I understand.
All these dudes have played basketball.
I understand that.
Has he played any more or less than De'Aaron Fox?
No.
Then, why isn't De'Aaron Fox pulling out?
I don't know.
They play for the same team.
I don't know why De'Aaron is
ridiculous.
Not. But with the way everything is set up, all the basketball you play
too cool for school
to get to college, and then all the basketball you've been playing as a rookie like that, that adds up.
Then don't show up to any of the stuff.
I don't know why you show up.
Then don't show up.
That's the deal.
If that's your reasoning, fine. Say, look, I'm tired. I'm not doing it. Hey, Greg Popovich. Hey, Steve Kerr. Bite me. I don't want to play. I don't care about you.
Bite me.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's disrespectful what you're doing. So it's just it's right.
Maybe he thought there's no way.
He's not LeBron, okay?
But
he's not Westbrook. He's not Harden.
Yeah.
Those guys, you know what? You paid your dues. You're superstars. You want to sit out the World Cup? Fine. If you want to make this like a big deal, you say you ain't sitting out the World Cup. If you sit out the World Cup, then you sit out the Olympics. So that's your choice. You can choose to do that, I suppose. But like these dudes are gonna be queuing up next year. Like, absolutely love to play. If I want to represent my team, it's very important to represent the country at all. I mean, I get like it's a World Cup, but you gotta this is getting ridiculous. If Marvin Bagley now is like ghosting the Team USA, what are we doing?
Marvin may have thought, hey, there's no way I'm making this roster.
But he was good. But he's going to make the roster.
Everybody.
They already cut dudes.
And they
cut Thaddeus Young.
That was the thing. Maybe he's like, there's no way I'm going to make the roster. This will be a good chance for me to get out there, network, practice with some of the best basketball players in the world, and then go back to my regular training. And looked up and was like, everybody is leaving. They might actually, put me on this roster. I guess I got to back out, too.
I think you're gonna. I think that he will. It will help him in terms of his fatigue level, I guess, for the season. But I think he will regret it because I think there are many guys that have improved their standing by playing overseas and playing in those tournaments, and he would be one of them for sure. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I got to get to some wild stuff. We got this Antonio Brown thing that's just off the charts. We got major shade in golf.
Yes.
We got.
I saw that.
We got people piling on. It's beautiful. I think
I saw that.
This is incredible what we're seeing. I've never seen anything like this in the world of golf. We got Auburn back in trouble again, even though they were out of trouble and now right back into trouble. Who could have seen it coming? Bruce Pearl. Oh, okay. Everybody? Yeah, everyone's raising their hand? Okay.
Austin's hand is up. Mine is up.
Yeah.
I think everybody could have.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You were all right. Let's take a break. We'll come back on Hold Music Monday. Get those Hold Music requests in.
Austin, I sent you one.
Which one do you like?
Was that a request?
Yeah, that's a request. See what that is.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we'll have to talk about this off there.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that? Where'd you even find that? All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and continue here on the Experience of the Family Leisure Studios. Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Take Sports 56 with you on your phone or tablet. Download our official Sports 56 app today.
And now, the worst commercial ever.
Say, Jan, as a fellow respected small business professional, I wonder, who do you use for commercial auto and business insurance?
Progressive, of course. They helped with a customized insurance solution for my busy florist company.
I'm so glad we had this chance encounter in this busy restaurant.
Yes, that fake conversation was brutal. Whereas commercial auto and business insurance through Progressive is anything but. Visit progressivecommercial.com to quote today. Insurance provided and serviced by Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. It's affiliated and third-party insurers.
At First Bank Mortgage, their core purpose is to help you get to a better place. That better place may be a lower monthly payment, that vacation you thought was impossible, or getting into a home with a fenced backyard where your kids can play. To get into your better place, First Bank Mortgage makes decisions right here at home. Dedicated to helping you get to your better place, First Bank Mortgage. Call Daniel Mooney at 901-462-0145 today. NMLS 741022. Equal housing lender.
New Life Medical Center has moved to a new, larger location that allows them to better serve their patients. I go to New Life Medical Center for testosterone replacement therapy, which is one of many things they do. They also treat erectile dysfunction and can relieve the pain of joint injuries with stem cell and platelet-rich plasma treatments. They also take care of patients with diabetes, high blood pressure, sick visits, and much more with no appointment necessary and minimal wait times. New Life Medical Center is now at 9160 Highway 64. That's just off I-40. Stop in and see what they can do for you.
I want to invite you to come by the Spirit Shop. You know, that little log cabin on Poplar? Your liquor and wine oasis. The Spirit Shop has been providing sports fans their beverage needs since way back in 1969. So come in now and get ready for the big game. Whether your favorite team wins or loses, the Spirit Shop will help you celebrate or ease that pain away. The Spirit Shop is open every day, and they're located perfectly at 4848 Poplar. That's the corner of Poplar and St. Nick.
You don't have to go all the way to the Caribbean to have a taste of the Caribbean. You can have it right here in downtown Memphis. Curry and jerk, coconut shrimp. Chef Ricardo, give the people a little bit of a description of what those coconut shrimp are like.
One of the main ingredients, we got sweet shredded coconut in it, so you just gotta hop on down, come to 126 Monroe Avenue. We make it fresh every day.
Man, and then you have festival breads that are also made in-house.
You got a lot of different type of festival bread like recipe, but the one that we got at Curry and Jerk is different from anywhere else you would go.
Tell me why rice and peas are so good.
Well, our rice and peas got the original flavor and the original taste of like the real Jamaican rice and beans, so you're not getting any knockoff, you're getting the real stuff.
If you want authentic Caribbean cuisine, think only one place, Curry and Jerk. Located in the heart of downtown Memphis at 126 Monroe.
Introducing Top Tracer Range, the new ball tracking and gaming system at Golf and Games Family Park. Top Tracer gathers data such as distance, carry, ball speed, and more. Compete against friends in a points game, long drive, and virtual golf at courses such as Pebble Beach and St. Andrews. Golf and Games Family Park is a great setting for group and company outings, golf lessons, or individual practice. Experience fun, friends, family, and introducing Top Tracer Range, the new ball tracking and gaming system at Golf and Games Family Park, 5484 Summer Avenue.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Are we actually on hold?
This is the show is actually not back yet.
Yeah, the show is on hold.
Please be patient with us. Peter and CJ will return shortly.
A Sports 56 service representative will be with you shortly. Please stay on the line. Your call is very important to us here at Sports 56 WHBQ. Of course, today is Back to School Monday. A reminder, all you kids out there, be safe as you head to school. Temperature today going to be in the 90s. The heat index is up near 110. Be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen. As you're working outside, make sure to hydrate and stay cool.
We hope you completed your summer reading, by the way.
Over at Sports 56 WHBQ.com, where you can get your latest gear from Sports 56 and enjoy all the podcasts as well.
Don't stop.
There is no gear, by the way, people. Just so in case anybody was wondering, there's no gear.
I don't know why you stopped. You didn't even tell them about all the different ways to get in touch with us.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. While you're waiting here, and again, your call is very important to us, you'll be answered in the order in which it was received. But remember, you can get in touch with us on Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. We're at Sports56 WHBQ. Also, you can find us on Twitter where we will respond to you. Austin Eldridge, at Austin on Air 56. Shoot him a message as well. He loves to hear from you. Thank you for calling.
Miss Margaret, who's
Miss Margaret got tired of waiting on hold.
Miss Margaret's face is phenomenal.
I wish we had a camera in here so we
what
could.
What did I walk into?
We need to remix this. We need to
this is
like,
fantastic.
Throw some 808s on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like get that bass knocking. If a DJ is out there listening, if DJ's out there listening, remix this for us. Put this in your next mix.
And you know, you wanted the 808 when you feel that BASS bass. The bass will be coming shortly. Stay on the line.
Stay on the line.
The bass will hit in the order in which it was received.
Yes. Fantastic. That's called Opus 1. That particular, that's the hottest. That's got to be the hottest of the hot hold music tracks. That thing's got to be that's the banger. That's the hold music banger right there. That's that Old Town Road of hold music right there. Hold Town Road is more like it.
Why?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I'm going to take my horse to the Hold Town Road. That's right. You're on hold here on.
Anyway, welcome back to the program. We are very silly, enjoying a silly back to school Monday here. Hope you're.
Boy, I just thought of a good follow up to that. I missed my opportunity.
No, go.
I was going to say, can't nobody tell you nothing. That's why you're on hold.
Can't nobody tell you nothing yet because they're all busy with other customers, but stay on the line right now.
You too.
We've got our horses in the back as well, waiting for you.
I can't with y'all.
Oh, it's good stuff. I love
Thank you for calling CJ's horse ranch where he's got the horses in the back.
That's right. The horses are always in the back. Welcome back to the program. All right. Schedule release day. We've talked about that a lot, but let me just see. What is going on with your guy, Antonio Brown?
I don't know. This is great.
Antonio Brown has
him
lost his mind. It would to the extent that he had a mind to lose because he was a little goofy. He's been a little crazy. If you ask Steeler fans, he's been trending in this direction for a long time. Well, he's gone off the deep end, my friend.
I want him to retire.
He says he's going. Listen, here's the deal.
I want to see this happen.
Let's kind of just break this thing down. He's been acting somewhat unusually throughout camp. Now, right out of the gate, of course, he arrived with some fanfare in Oakland after the trade, and the Raiders were thought to have gotten a steal in Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And so it would have appeared, except for the fact that he was difficult to communicate with throughout the entire offseason. Showed up with frostbite on his feet, which is not great, obviously. And has been now acting erratically for a long time, in particular about his helmet. The helmet issue. So he has a particular helmet, a Schutt brand helmet, Schutt brand helmet that he likes, which is no longer made by the company and which is not on the approved list for the NFL. The NFL now has set up for this year. It's the first year that they are requiring and mandating that helmets be approved. They have to be on the approved list before you can use them in the game, and it affects. There's probably a couple dozen players that it affects. Tom Brady being one of them. He's struggling a little bit with the new helmet, but he's wearing it. But you cannot wear anything other than an NFL approved helmet because of their testing, and they're trying to do something to minimize head injuries and all that sort of thing, right? So Antonio Brown shows up and does not wear the helmet, refuses to wear the new helmet in camp. Okay. Maybe we have to internally kind of work on that a little bit, right? Well, still has a problem. Shows up later on with his old helmet that he has painted. He has himself, or had somebody do it, paint it to approximate a Raider helmet in those colors, I don't know if it's he's got a kit or if he's what are we? I'm not sure if he's just doing that himself but he's got this thing approximated in Raider colors to try to sneak it in, and that has been so far somewhat unsuccessful in sneaking that whole thing in.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL has made it clear that again he cannot play with this. He has said now that he's going to sue. He spent a several-hour conference call with a mediator, as this is a mediation issue. He doesn't really have a legal leg to stand on. He's talked about suing the league. There's no grounds under which he could do that. If the mediator says that he has to wear the approved helmet, then he has to. But he said he's going to the wall in this, and says if he can't wear his helmet, he's going to retire, and that would give up $30 million.
It's the principalities. Like, this is the ultimate principalities stance. I want to see how far this goes.
We're talking about independent nations here?
No. It's
principles?
No, principality of the situation.
Did Stephen A. Smith get on the show all of a sudden?
It's the principality of it.
The principosity?
Yes. No. Principosity, is that a word?
The beautificality?
I mean, again, I think the principle is what you're looking for here.
Principalities is a word, but it doesn't mean.
Principality is a word, but
I do not think it means what you think it means.
I don't think that's what you're going for.
As the great Inigo Montoya would say.
Who?
What? Did you just ask
Bride,
me?
Man, come on.
Come on, man.
From what?
The movie, The Princess Bride?
Oh, okay.
Please tell me you've seen that movie.
No, Anne Hathaway was in it.
Inconceivable.
Anne Hathaway in it?
No.
It's a remake of something. No, she's
no,
not
it's,
in it.
It's
from
it is a
1988.
classic. That if
Andre
you
the Giant was in it.
What's the name of it?
The Princess Bride. Come on, man. It's a
Yeah,
classic.
No.
What did you
Oh,
do
sure
with
Anne Hathaway
CJ?
wasn't in The Princess Bride? Like in a remake?
I don't even know if Anne Hathaway was.
The Princess Diaries.
Oh, okay, that is. Okay.
Anne Hathaway was probably
Get my
barely
princess
alive in
Yeah,
1988.
I don't think she was alive.
She might not have been born yet. I don't know how old she
Not
is.
sure.
So.
Anyway, principality is not what you're looking for. Principality is a country run by a prince. Principal is what you're looking for.
Nah, principality.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
That's how I'm rolling.
That's okay. All right. Does he have his own principality? Is he a prince? I mean, he may be. He's crazy enough to have his own principality. That's possible.
In his kingdom, he wears whatever helmet he wants.
That's true. He's got his own kingdom. He does seem that way. So his principle is like, I'm. This is my helmet. You can't take it away from me. You could pry it out of my cold, dead hands. What is this like? Is he just not want to, like, he just doesn't want to go to training camp, right?
No.
I mean, this just seems like just seems like I just don't want to go to training camp. And I also like a lot of attention. And so, yeah.
That is pretty much what
this seems like this.
I have to believe that with $30 million on the line, like that is what this is. Like, I don't want to be out there in the heat. I want to be practicing like that.
Because they say in the meetings, his meetings basically, he just shows up and like has a bunch of devices laid out and just starts like he looks at his bank account.
Yes.
During these meetings.
Yes.
He's looking at his bank account on his tablet. He's also liking Instagram posts while they're having this meeting. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Seems like it's going well.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I love the fact that he's just checking how many millions of dollars do I have again?
Did I get more?
Because that is what I would be doing. Like, you gave me $30 million. I just have a device with my bank account on it constantly. Just so when I got bored, just be like, yo, how many zeros is after that comma? Yeah, there it is.
That looks good.
All them zeros still there.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Yeah, ooh.
That looks good.
All right,
that looks real good.
What were we talking about? Wait, hold on for me. Let me check my bank account again. Oh, yeah. I got all of the money. So he's in the meetings about the helmet and just not paying attention at all. Like, real good. There are 30-plus helmets, by the way, that the NFL has approved.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is going to work for him. One of them. Work fine enough.
I mean, again, I would just say this is all highly, highly entertaining.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, highly entertaining.
One.
Second of all, until such time as he misses anything that is meaningful with regard to his money, I am not at all interested in in thinking that he's going to be not part of the team or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No. Now, it's a separate issue of, like, is he a good teammate? No, clearly not. Is he a professional? Definitely not. But is he a great wide receiver? Yes. So wide receivers are known to be particularly diva-ish, and this is certainly a diva-type maneuver. So not surprising. We've seen, Dion pull off all kinds of crazy stuff. You saw Andre Rison back in the day.
T.O.
Randy
Moss.
Good. All these guys. They all have their stuff.
Keyshawn. Keyshawn.
And he wasn't even that good.
Oh, but his diva-ness was great.
Off the charts. All these dudes. So many of them. So okay, that's the nature of the wide receiver position. You gotta show out. You got to get out. You got to do your thing. You got to have a little.
For some, it's not like you. There are great receivers who
Jerry
were just
Rice
chill.
wasn't real.
Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson. What's my man?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Fitz. Yeah. Like they just kind of come out there, do their thing, and then kind of.
There's still a lot of. There's more than most positions. You got a few dudes that are definitely feeling it. Definitely in their own world. So he's one of those guys, obviously. When you get Antonio Brown, this is part of the gig. You're not getting like Jerry Rice, where he's solid, workmanlike, going to show up every day. No, this is not that guy. He's going to be a dramatic, which I think that can be refreshing to a team if you have the right setup around that person. You look at Dennis Rodman with the Bulls. He was a complete maniac, but they had enough structure around him where they could allow him to kind of do his thing and show up and wearing a wedding dress and whatever. Okay, cool. Paint your hair, paint your nails. Hey, man, go crazy. As long as you grab those rebounds and you show up and Michael has to, beat your ass a couple times because you get out of line. Okay, fine. Whatever. At the end of the day, are you doing what you need? Okay, great. Then we can have you. But, the knucklehead rule is in effect here. 1 knucklehead is okay. 2, you're in trouble. And 3 or more, you are going to lose games as a result of it. Yeah. And the truth is that he almost counts for 2, by the way. I'm not sure you can have 2. He's
you can't have another one with them there.
For sure. So he's showing up in he showed up in a hot air balloon to camp. You're talking about my man is going to show up, no doubt, in like some kind of Lamborghini or something to game 1.
Full fur coat.
He won't. It'll be like, is he going to play game 1? Is he going to play week 1? And then he'll show up like an hour before game time.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
And go out there and get you 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And he'd probably be fantastic. He's an unbelievable. They say, for whatever it's worth, they say that his brief stints in practice, which were very brief, were amazing. They said he was unbelievable. Yeah, and he raised the level of play. He was phenomenal in every way. So
Gruden said that on Hard Knocks. Said that it's important for Antonio Brown to be there because he elevates everybody. Because one, defensive backs are going to get dusted trying to cover him, so they have to try harder, and they don't want to look bad. Mm-hmm. And then 2, the receivers have to try harder so they don't get outshined by him. And that the concern was, again, this was on the first episode of Hard Knocks, the concern that Gruden had was getting him to dial it back with the foot stuff because he's not all the way 100% after the frostbite of the foot, so dial it back a bit. And he wouldn't dial it back.
That's what they told Rex Ryan. They dial it back with the foot stuff. Come on, buddy.
Well,
we're trying to run a business here. So at the end of the day, man, until he misses meaningful money costing events like games, this is all fun for HBO and everybody. It's all wackiness. I love it. I hope he misses all this. I think it's great. I hope he misses the whole thing. I think it's phenomenal to watch. John Gruden. Raiders are going great, guys. Just everything is looking good. Everything is looking good. This Nate Peterman. Do you ever see Nate Peterman had a 51-yard scramble in their preseason game on Saturday? That's why. Again, that's what preseason is. That ain't happening in the regular season, buddy.
No.
Let me tell you.
No.
Let's take a break. Come back. Lots more to get to as we continue on a Hold Music Monday.
Yeah, all the classics.
Your listenership is very important to us, so stay on the line as we continue here. Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
Sports 56 now has 2 FM homes. You can now find real sports talk on 96.1 as well as 87.7 on your FM dial.
The folks at Homer Skelton Hyundai want to say thank you. Thank you, Memphis, for another spectacular year. They set records, but I can understand why. You think about the product. Where else do you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty? That's what you get on every new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. Oh, and thank you again for the 11th straight year, the #1 certified pre-owned car dealership in all of Memphis. It starts with that product, but then it goes to the shopper assurance. Where else do you go where you get transparent pricing, flexible test drive, take the car for a couple of days if you want, streamlined buying process? You're not going to be there all day, in and out. And then, and I have not seen this anywhere else, the 3-day worry-free exchange. You buy a new car, if you've got any buyer's remorse, you've got 3 days to change your mind. Just get on Lamar, take it into Mississippi, the first exit's Craft Road, turn left, and go see Chris True and all the gang at Homer Skelton Hyundai.
Family Leisure is celebrating the end of summer with the appropriately titled End of Summer Liquidation Sale. You can get pools for as low as $19.99, patio furniture starting at $12.99, and swim spas, they begin at $99.99. Don't forget to ask about fast installation because there's still enough summer left to enjoy these deals during the End of Summer Liquidation Sale happening now at Family Leisure. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, where family and fun come together.
AC trouble? Make your first call your last call. Call Air Doctors of Memphis, 901-598-HVAC. Owner Matt Davis is a third-generation full-service air conditioning specialist. Air Doctors of Memphis services all major brands, and labor and parts are guaranteed 100%. Their yearly AC checkup is only $60, and 24-hour emergency service is billed at normal rates. Your comfort is their highest priority. Contact airdoctorsofmemphis.com or call 901-598-HVAC.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
Hi friends, Bill Russell at Russell Brothers Jewelers. One of the things that we are proudest of at Russell Brothers is the service we offer above and beyond just selling beautiful jewelry. We know that fine jewelry and superbly made timepieces require expert craftsmanship to keep them in the best condition possible. We know that a simple thing like a watch battery becomes a very urgent need when your watch stops running. And that $7 battery becomes just as important as a wonderful gift of jewelry for a loved one. Taking care of our customers' jewelry and watch repair needs is a priority for us at Russell Brothers, and we pride ourselves on the quality of the work we do. For almost 35 years, our valued customers have trusted us to design, to make, to appraise, and to maintain their treasured jewelry and keep it in mint condition. At Russell Brothers, selling fine jewelry is just the very beginning of what we do. Come see us and let us be your full-service jeweler. Russell Brothers Jewelers, 4646 Poplar at Perkins.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe, unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Whole Music Monday. A little more of a little bossa nova, a little samba feel to this one.
Why do I feel like this is Comcast whole music?
It might be. I don't know. That's generally what happens when you call them. Is you wait on hold for a while.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that a xylophone? Yeah. I love xylophone.
No. this is? Pan flute? What's going on here? Zamfir, master of the pan flute.
Like if this,
Listen to that.
if this is the whole
Woo!
music for somebody,
This guy's getting it.
might just call in just to hear the whole music. Like get a, hey, thank you for calling. My name is stop right there. Put me back on hold. I'm jamming right now.
I think what I'm going to do is call somebody, and when they put me on hold, I'm just going to leave the phone laying next to this music, and when they come back, they'll be on hold.
Oh, I just want to hear. I want to hear this guy in concert. Is this guy just like, woo, getting it? Hold music concert. Let's go. Oh, this guy's got an amazing jam session. 3 hours of this straight. Unreal. All right, so did we see, or did you see, because I did you see Simone Biles last night?
I saw the highlight of that routine last night.
The national championships of gymnastical greatness?
Gymnast stuff? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. She wins 6 United States championship with the triple twisting double back somersault or something.
Did you see it in slow motion?
I saw it in super slow motion.
Oh my God. She shouldn't still be this good, should she? Like she's ancient in terms of gymnastics age.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I mean, she's her power that she can generate, her leg strength and all that is crazy. She jumped like it looked like an anime thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's jumping like all the way up into the air, way up to the point where they had to put the pad down.
Yeah.
They had to get like a crash mat because she's so high. Like, I mean, they don't bring that out for anybody. Got to bring that thing out. And she landed, fantastically well.
Mm-hmm.
She jumped over like the boom camera.
She can dunk. Jumping that high.
I mean, I would assume so. I mean, there's a little spring in that floor, but yeah. From the floor, she could definitely dunk. She's 4'8". She's 4'8". Gosh. Spud Webb is like a foot taller than her. I mean, she is tiny, but she jumped through the roof. I want to see that best part of a dunk. I want her to dunk the end of that triple twisting flip and then just kapow.
Dunk it. This will be third Olympics, correct?
Okay.
I think third Olympics. And
That
we don't
sounds right.
see.
I'm not gonna check. I'm not gonna look it up.
We don't see gymnasts. If only there was a way to look it up.
Yeah,
we
no way
don't.
to find
We don't
it out,
see
but-
gymnasts like do that. Get to 3 Olympics.
Do we? Do we not?
No.
You sure?
I'm almost certain that making it to 3 Olympics, making it on 3 Olympic teams for a gymnast is rare because you got to think about if you're retiring in your 20s or right about late teens. If you're 14 on your first Olympic team, 3 of them, that's 12 years. That puts you at, 26? Like 26 is super old for a gymnast.
It could really just be 8 years, though. It's not 12 years.
3 Olympics?
Mm-hmm. Do the math. Let's walk through this.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's say you're in 2008, first
Mhm.
Olympics. Let's say you're 18 years old. That's your Olympics number 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Olympics number 2 would be when you're 22, right? 4 years later, right?
Give me the age again.
22. If you start at 18,
Yes.
first Olympics.
Yes.
Your second Olympics is at 22.
Yes.
Your third Olympics is at what? 26.
26.
Which is 8 years between. It's not 12.
I see that.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying now.
This is why you should have done the summer assignments.
Now, probably. This very clearly this is why.
This is one of those summer assignments that they ask you to do. I'm trying to help you here. No, it is probably unusual. 4 Olympics is probably really unusual. But I mean, yeah, she hadn't made the team yet. I don't know. Is she gonna make that 2020 team? I don't know.
Come on.
I mean, I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah, she's gonna make the team. Are you kidding me?
There's only 4 gymnasts in the Tokyo 2020 gymnastics team. There were 5 before. There's only going to be 4, and then they're going to pump it back up for 2024. Now, why they're doing this, I don't know. I have no idea, and I'm not sure how that works. I'll be honest with you.
I think this is her, according to the Wikipedia, this is her, if she makes the team, Peter, this will be her second Olympic run.
Okay.
Because she was on the 2016 team.
So basically, you just added another run.
I did add
her.
one.
Okay. Just
that flip is worthy of being added to an Olympic team in years past.
CJ, this is why I ask you not to look things up.
Oh, okay.
Because you find out that you're wrong. More often than not. And then that's just embarrassing for everybody. So
I mean, I have to correct it, Peter.
No, you don't.
Okay, just leave that wrongness.
Just leave
out
that
there.
wrongness out there. You know?
Gotcha.
It's no problem. Texter says, "This music makes me want to go to the mall and ride the elevator." It's good. It's good. Or the escalator. Excuse me. It's good escalator. You hear about elevator.
Good fun
music.
hobby.
You don't hear a lot of escalator music. To be fair, so
what do you do in your spare time? While I go ride escalators.
Go ride escalators. That's exactly right. That's what I do. There have been, by the way, CJ, in case you were curious, 3 gymnasts for the United States who have competed in 3 Olympics.
Like, that's not a lot.
Muriel Grossfeld.
Oh, she seems like she's from way back in the day.
She was.
Okay.
1956, 1960, 1964. She won a grand total of 0 medals. Linda Matheny. 1964, 1968, 1972. Grand total of 0 medals.
Oh, wow.
Dominique Dawes.
Awesome Dawson made it?
Yeah.
I knew she got 2. I didn't know she had 3.
92, 96, 2000. She won a grand total of 4 medals.
4, okay.
1 gold and 3 bronze. And, of course, you have Gabby Douglas and Allie Raceman, who did 2012 and 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where they stand on 2020. Not sure.
Oh, they're not going to make it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yep. Expert analysis.
Why you say that?
Because what's that baby name? Simone is old for a gymnast. Simone is, let me get her age here.
She's 22.
22? They've got to be 25, 26.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like we don't see that a lot.
Yeah, but we have seen it in the past.
We have.
Yeah, and Anya Hatch and Mohini Bharadwaj. I hope I said that right. They were, in 2004, they were 25 and 26 on that team. So
on the U.S. team?
Uh-huh, the U.S. team.
Okay.
And Kathy Johnson back in 1984. You remember her.
Yeah.
She was 24. So obviously you're, once again, CJ,
you've named 3 gymnasts who have accomplished that feat.
Dorothy
like,
Dalton.
That is rare.
Dorothy Dalton in 1952 was 30.
Is that Andy's grandmother?
Yes.
Nice.
Timothy Dalton from TV.
Oh.
You remember Timothy Dalton? He was on,
No.
what was that show? There was a show that was in the 80s. Oh, what's that show? Somebody
Well,
text
that
me.
narrows it down.
You know the show. You know the one. His grandma was 30 in the Olympics. That's like Tom Brady. 1,000 years old. She won a bronze medal.
Oh, wow.
Probably broke a hip doing it. If I had to guess. Take a break. Hour number 3 on the way. Hold Music Monday, Back to School Monday, Schedule Release Monday. It's all kinds of Mondays right here. Garfield would not like this show, baby, but we love it. Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. As most of you know, I don't have a history of bragging or boasting that Five Ash Roofing is the best roofer in the Memphis area, but did you know we are the only diamond level roofing professional in the area? We are one of very few local roofing companies that have been in business for 20 years. We've never had a justified claim against us. We are locally owned and family operated. Our labor warranties are for the life of the shingles. We're experts in insurance claim. We do residential and commercial work. We are the official roofer of the University of Memphis Athletic Department and a proud member of the Tigers home team. We support local youth sports and St. Jude's. We have worked with churches and veteran services to help those in need by providing services at a deep discount or even for free. We are currently working with Young Life to give them a free roof on the historic log cabin in Germantown. Five Ash Roofing. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing. It's what we do. We're here for you.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdinger's. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger's, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
Some time ago, someone placed this ad in a Kansas newspaper. I will listen to you for 30 minutes without comment for $5. We smile at that, maybe even laugh. It sounds like a hoax, but the person who was serious. Did anybody call? You bet they did. It wasn't long before this individual was receiving 10 to 20 calls a day. The pain of loneliness was so sharp that some were willing to try anything for a half hour of companionship. The truth is that every one of us encounters some person, probably daily, who would be willing to pay someone just to listen. The tragedy is we are not sensitive enough to identify them, or even maybe we don't care enough to respond. Will you start looking for those persons? And then will you listen to them? I'm Shane Stanford with Christ Church Memphis. Remember, you matter.
Visit ChristchurchMemphis.org.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
It's happened again. Miramichi, that heaven in Woodstock, 15 miles north of downtown Memphis. Miramichi has been made the #1 public golf course in the state of Tennessee. 15 minutes from downtown, all this natural beauty, this very tough test of golf is there for you, and it's #1 again. They've improved again, too. They've made changes. They always do. They want you to have the best golfing experience you could possibly have. And they keep on making these adjustments. They've knocked down some trees. They made it easier. They have better conditions with grass. The greens, outstanding. And once again, they are #1. I also should tell you they've got new golf carts, and they've got these cool little things where you hook up your phone, it'll charge, and at the same time, you've got GPS on your phone. All kinds of innovation and a world-class golfing experience at Miramichi in Woodstock.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
And welcome back. Thank you for calling the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. Today, of course, is Back to School Monday. Everybody be safe out there as you're making your way back to school. Schedule release. That's right, the NBA will release the schedule coming up at 2 p.m. We'll find out who the Grizzlies will play and when they'll play them. Later on, of course, we'll be talking a little bit about the controversies in golf. And there are actually controversies in golf, believe it or not. NFL preseason kicking off. Training camps. Oh, yeah. And camps in college, too. I know you're loving it. Thank you so much.
This music could be the theme song for the NFL preseason, honestly.
That's very true. Thank you so much for being part of the program. Please stay on your station. CJ will be with you in a moment.
There's actually a request that came in.
A real request?
That is shocking to me.
A legitimate request came in.
From JD. We're going to get to your request in our next segment, JD. Thank you. Who also sent the album cover to the request. Spectacular. You guys never cease to amaze me. Thank you. Never cease to. It's, you know what? You set the bar high, and everyone just gets right. Just I set the bar up here, way up high. There, I'm just going to show on the camera right up here, and everyone just gets right over it. It's fantastic.
Like easily over it.
Fantastic.
We've got to change our expectations for the listeners.
We're like Simone Biles here. Our listeners just jumping and going crazy and all that stuff. That's what this thing's all about. It's fantastic. So anyway, thank you for that, and we'll get to your requests. If anybody else has requests, they got to be real requests though. My man JD had legit requests, and so we're gonna get there too. And I'll send it here. Awesome. I'm gonna send you the information here.
I can't believe we got an actual
that's it
request on Whole Music Monday.
Well, it's fantastic. So we've been talking about obviously we got the schedule coming up 2:00. You'll find out who the Grizzlies will play, when they'll play them. They're going to play. Turns out they're going to play the other NBA teams. Well, that'll be fun. They're not going to play college teams. They're going to play NBA teams, and they'll play them some at FedEx Forum, 41 of them to be exact, and 41 of them away from FedEx Forum. So that's interesting.
That is.
Broke that news this morning.
Oh, that's why you're the best, man.
They're going to play some of them, and most of them at night, but maybe some of them in the afternoon, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Some will be on weekdays. Some will be on weekends.
Stop. Really?
Yep. That's right.
Oh, man.
I know. I got the juice here. I got all the info. I got it all.
That's why you're my go-to for Grizzlies news.
I mean, of course.
And NBA news in general.
Yeah,
breaking the schedule down like that.
I want to talk about this. There's a little Auburn situation that's flared up. Interestingly enough, but I got it real quick because this is a big weekend for you in the world of golf. Your boy Abraham Anser.
Mm-hmm.
They call him Anser. I call him Anser.
Anser, baby.
He finishes second. CJ's guy. It is. I mean, it's incredible what's happening. Your support of him throughout the season has really paid off.
Mm-hmm.
As you say, you've been playing the long game with him.
Yes,
and it's starting to bear fruit. Mm-hmm. What a weekend for you. Nearly won the thing. Patrick Reed wins the Northern Trust, but he very, very nearly won.
Yeah. I mean, it's what more can you say? When you believe in somebody like I believe in Abraham Anser, anything is possible. Anything is. Hopped on the Abraham train, told everybody, get on this Abraham Anser bandwagon back in like March sometime. Guys scoffed at me, and now look at us. We're sitting here in August. My man, solo number 2 finish, first week of the FedEx Cup playoffs, going into next weekend, riding that momentum. He's going to win this thing, Peter, and he's qualified for the Masters next year, which I've already picked him for.
Did you see though the real story? With all due respect to Abraham,
1A, 1B,
was everyone going to town on Bryson DeChambeau about playing slow. Now, normally I wouldn't really be all that interested in slow play, golf discussion, all that. That's not really. But when we get to golfers publicly taking shots at other golfers on social media, well, by God, I'm here for it. All of it. Every bit of it. And we got it.
Yes.
And we got people cracking back at Bryson DeChambeau because you know what? It really is ridiculous. We talked about the slow play situation, which is it's asinine to watch. But the DeChambeau thing is wild. Okay, so like if you watch, what really got people's goat is watching him over a 8-foot 3-inch putt. That's how long the putt was. 8 feet 3 inches. Okay, so that's like about the length of this. I don't know, like maybe not quite the this room that we're in, but more or less. He spent 2 minutes and 20 seconds trying to read that putt before eventually hitting it and then missing it badly, which is particularly bad. And if you watch this thing, the commentators on this is like on like one of those PGA Tour, they have their own little like PGA Tour Live app thing, so it's like kind of a niche broadcast. It wasn't on the national TV broadcast. But the commentators are basically just going to town on him during this. They're like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'd like to see him play with, other people and not do this and just see what he does on a Sunday. Does this how he normally plays? And I mean, this is taking forever. And they are like on the commentators are going like live. The fans are like what's happening? He squats over this short putt, looks at it, goes to the side, takes out the book, to see the green, the move for the green. They got little green books. Go back, gets the book again. Caddy moves over, gets behind the putt, waits, then gets back behind the putt. Caddy comes back over, look at the book again, get another side view, come back, pick something out of the way. Meanwhile, he's playing with Tommy Fleetwood and Justin Thomas, both of whom are just like standing there, like waiting, looking at in the watch. Bro, we got to go. You're supposed to take 40 seconds, no more than 40 seconds per shot. That's the rule, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
But no one is doing anything about this. No one is stopping this guy. He paced off an entire 70-yard shot. 70 yards. He walked it 70 up to the green and back to make sure it was the right distance, then waited, paused, waited, then eventually told Tommy Fleetwood to go ahead and play because he was taking too long. After like 2 minutes. Like, this is crazy. And so then the social media, Christina Kim on the LPGA Tour, she says, more respect to Justin Thomas for sticking out and waiting for the putt to fall. I would have left before the 30-second mark, even if it's bad etiquette. I also don't understand why players don't heed the advice of others, especially if everyone says the same thing. And Justin Thomas responds, it was hard to. So he himself jumps in. Paul Lawrie, who was on the European Tour and a former Open champion, says, I can't believe there are people who defend this guy's pace of play. How many examples will it take for him to get penalty shots? Total joke, and feel sorry for his playing partners. Ian Poulter says, I'm sorry to a random fan who says, I've stopped watching the PGA Tour. He says, I'm sorry you've stopped watching the PGA Tour. There are a few players that continually disrespect their fellow pros and continue to break the rules without a conscience. It should be self-policed, but clearly this won't happen. So disappointing that it hasn't been stopped.
Was something said along the lines of, hey, if a golfer has an issue with my pace of play, he can come talk to me face to face?
So this was on Sunday. So this is all Saturday stuff.
Yeah.
Eddie Pepperell on the European Tour says, just look at Tommy and Justin looking completely bored. Slow players do this to their playing partners, making the game less enjoyable. Problem is, the unaffected, single-minded twit in this instance doesn't care for others. Called him a twit.
Oh.
Said Thomas Bjorn, how is this okay? Snoozeville. Why is nobody doing anything? Consideration for his playing partners is absolutely zero.
It's like listening to hold music.
I mean, this is Rich Beam.
He needs hold music when he's out there.
Former PGA champion Rich Beam says, this has got to stop. Shame on you, PGA Tour. I'm outraged. All caps.
Good grief.
I'm watching the video right now as you're talking about it, and it is literally making me mad. And I wasn't even there.
Yeah, I know. It's you. I defy you to watch the whole thing and not just be full of anxiety and anger.
I don't know how Fleetwood and Thomas kept their cool, and just stood there the whole time.
It is interminable. It feels like he's never going to hit the putt, and then he hits it, and it's a terrible putt. It's like 4 feet past the hole.
I just watched the putt. He just, awful.
He butchered it. I mean, it's
so
terrible.
you do all of that.
How do you take that long and still blow it past the hole by 4 feet?
Again, it wasn't even like close. It was brutal.
I want him out here in these streets at putt.
It would have been.
So he got, and of course, he tweeted the other, like on Saturday after this sort of oblivious, I guess, he tweeted out, he said, hey, I'm got a tee time coming up on Saturday with Dylan Fratelli at 12:15. Made some nice birdies out there. And now, as you well know, what happens in these Twitter streets when you just post and all this is getting out there? What?
Oh, Twitter's no longer going to be a safe space for you, my good sir.
It is not going to be a safe space. Is tweet after tweet of tell Mrs. Fratelli Dylan's going to be late. Have you made that putt yet? A lot of snooze things. Hope you finish before dark. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It just constantly. You have your gifts.
Apparently, DeChambeau said if Brooks Koepka has comments, he can say to my face, and Brooks Koepka did so.
Well, this is I was going to get to that. So that's all Saturday. So then Sunday morning, Bryson wakes up and he is salty. He is getting raked over the coals, and he says he goes up on the putting green. He finds Brooks Koepka's, and Brooks has already been outspoken about this. He finds his caddy and says, "Hey man, if your boy's got something to say, why didn't you just say it to my face?" Now, of course, he said this to Not to the face of the guy.
To the caddy.
To the caddy of the guy.
Like, you can go find the guy to say it to.
You know where Brooks is.
You know where Brooks is.
Only golfers can go in the locker room. There's only
like y'all kick it together basically every weekend.
Yeah, everybody made the cut. There's about 70 of you guys in there. It's not that hard to figure out.
No.
You're not walking the streets of New York trying to figure out where's Brooks? Where is he? Where could he be? No, you go up to his caddy. So when Brooks finds out, guess what? Brooks has no problem whatsoever explaining this to his face, and they had apparently a delightful discussion. Bryson, after the round, characterized it as a great discussion, and he was excited about it. He said it was actually fantastic. I appreciate what Brooks did. I have high respect for him because he did that.
Bryson don't.
Meanwhile, you went to his caddy and didn't go direct.
Right, that's what Bryson respects.
Yeah.
What was that conversation like? Like, cause you know Bryson's whole thing going to the caddy was that fake tough guy thing, not thinking that the dude would actually word would get back to Brooks, or Brooks wouldn't.
I mean, of all guys, Brooks Koepka.
Brooks is swole. You come on, that dude. You know he's going. He had no problem with this.
Maybe Bryson was banking on like some sort of unwritten golf etiquette rule that he thought only he was going to be breaking.
In that locker room, and obviously he doesn't care about rules or etiquette because he's just doing his own thing.
Yeah. But that's fine. He thinks he's the only one that's going to do that, not realizing that other people about that. Like, you think Brooks went up to him and was like, hey, just hey, like, hello.
Hey, buddy.
I heard you
Good
had.
to see ya.
I heard you had some things that you wanted to say to me.
I feel like Brooks just walked up on him while he was like practicing on the range, and then he just stood there and waited for Bryson to turn around. He's like, oh, there's Brooks.
Hey, what's up?
I mean, Koepka will. I mean, in a fight, I got Koepka.
We're all
day
taking
long.
Koepka.
I mean,
everybody in here is taking
all
Koepka.
day long.
Well, Bryson would spend so much time trying to find the right angle to punch him at that Brooks would
let me
just
sit over in the back here. Let me calculate that. Oh no!
Let me get the paper out. Let me see. Good
Brooks
angle.
is like just play.
I don't even think he said that. I think he just said hello. I heard I heard you were looking for me, and Bryce's like, nah, just got blown out of proportion. We're okay. We're good.
It was nothing.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, that's great.
You good?
Yeah, I was going to say if you want to come out for drinks later.
I've never ever seen golfers of all people, the sport of etiquette, just destroying this dude. And you know what? I mean, here's the deal. Like he had he had his own agent out there on Sunday timing his shots to like make sure that people I want the real facts out there. Like people didn't see these two.
We got it on TV, dog. We got the recording.
Like there's listen. There are a lot of times in golf where you're gonna have a weird shot that might take you a little longer because like you're behind something or you got or maybe it's a particularly pressure situation or something like that. Okay, I'm not saying that you got to be hard and fast like 40 seconds. Yeah, now for me, put a shot clock out there and be done with it. But like I grant that there may be some exceptions here and there where you have a particularly tough situation. Okay, fair enough. Like an 8-foot putt is not one of them. That is as basic as it gets.
And it's not even like for the championship. It's on Saturday.
It was a Friday. It wasn't even
or Friday.
Friday. Yeah, and it's just a putt, like just 8-foot putt. You see those all the time. You're gonna have probably 6, 7 of those at least, maybe more around every time you go out and play. Like you can't be so. That's where it's problematic. If he had like some weird shot where he had to hit her out of a bush. And he's like, okay, like you took 2 minutes. Okay, like I get it. Like you maybe have a stance thing. Okay. If you just have this is insane. And so he's out there saying, well, I'm not as bad as people think. And people get blown up. No, it is as bad as people think.
I love how the broadcaster said you have to be an aeronautical engineer to be his caddy. It's just taking shots at him.
And it is selfish. And because that's really the big issue as ever in golf is like your partner is trying to play. Mm-hmm. You are playing with somebody. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you take 2 minutes, that person's just chilling. They don't get in a rhythm. It's taking them out of the way that they play. It's not good for anybody. And that's not the way that you're supposed to do it. I mean, they don't. It would be the equivalent of like, I don't know, in football. If before one team goes out there, they take a 10-minute break. And then another player has a 1-minute break or 2-minute break. I mean, it just changes your rhythm. Like you get in a certain way you like to play. And
I wonder what kind of story it would have been or what kind of reaction Thomas or Fleetwood would have got if they would have said something like, "Come on, man." Like, I mean, is that like would they have gotten backlash? They would have said, "Hey, dude, you're taking too long."
I think it's coming to that. Like, pair him with Brooks, pit him with Brooks, and let's see how this thing goes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be like there will be an incident if that stuff happens. Somebody's going to say something. I mean, the fans will start saying stuff. I mean, fans aren't going to just sit there forever.
Oh, there's going to be those hecklers out there that'll start letting him have it.
You could say some stuff. People say stuff. Yeah, heckling is frowned upon, but again, like everyone's against the guy. Like, I mean, if a fan's like, "Hurry up!" I mean, if he's playing with Brooks or somebody, they're probably like, "Yeah, keep doing that. That's good. We like that." This is like the equivalent of Karl Malone used to take an hour to shoot free throws. Like, and that's what you have the 10-second count when you shoot a free throw because you can't just sit there, dribble, think about it. It's a breeze or a little breeze in the arena. We got the air conditioner on.
Just get down.
Let me.
Where's the
Where's the? Okay, right.
Where's that nail in the floor?
It's tough. Okay, let me get the nail. Put the foot right there. How many dribbles? No, they set a time limit for a reason. If you go past 10 seconds, then boom. So we don't sit there for 30, 40 seconds with somebody thinking about this free throw and really getting it. No, just do it. That's part of entertainment. Mm-hmm. This is an entertainment product. Mm-hmm. Nothing entertaining about watching a guy for 2.5 minutes look around a putt. What could it possibly do? That's just crazy to me. Get your
And can you imagine what the playing partners were thinking too? Like on the next hole, he'd had a similar putt. Like, is he going to do this again?
Of course, and that's same kind of thing. Like, I mean, what do you? It's absurd. So, in any event, they have to. And the PGA Tour has announced, like this weekend, because of all this. Finally, they're going to start, looking into harshening the penalties or actually enforcing the stuff that's on the books. I'll believe that when I see it, but I've never seen a backlash like this, and it is terrible. Like, just go out there and watch.
All that time, man, to finish tied for 24th.
I know.
In the tournament.
Again, the putt.
All of that.
That will infuriate you. Watch that whole thing, and you. I defy you to watch that whole thing. And not want to, throw him into a lake. Just be like, what are you doing, man? Come on, dude.
More like Bryson DeChambeau in that case.
Oh. Come on, man. Why?
Oh. Austin's learning well here. This is exciting.
No, it's not.
It's exciting.
Stop it.
You got a young up-and-comer here.
No.
In the pun game.
Quit it.
Exciting.
Y'all are killing me.
Exciting. Go on, man.
No, I'm not.
Embrace it.
No.
Embrace it.
Never.
Love it.
Nope.
Yes. Come on.
No.
67129 on the First Bank text line if you want to get in touch with us. You can message us as well. Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Sports56 WHBQ on a back-to-school schedule release whole music Monday here on the program. Our friends at Acura Memphis bring you this hour of the program, and you go see them. Their customer service is spectacular. And as we've discussed here, quite frankly, you don't want to, being on hold, we make fun of it, but it's kind of annoying, right? You have to you organize your day around bad customer service. Somebody's, screwing up and you got to wait for 20 or 30 minutes or an hour or whatever because, they're not doing their job very well. That's why customer service is vital. That's why customer service is vital. That's why taking care of your customers is the number one thing that they do over at Acura Memphis. That's why you can go online to AcuraMemphis.com and schedule your appointment. You can schedule your service right on the website. So you know exactly when you go in there, okay, what time am I going to go in? Oh, boom. And you show up. They got your name up on the board. They'll tell you, how long it's going to be. That you know exactly what's going on. They organize it around your schedule, not vice versa. And it's just one of the many things that's made them award-winning and terrific at customer service. Check them out online, AcuraMemphis.com. Go see them at 385 and Ridgeway. They are our friends at Acura of Memphis. Back after this as we continue here, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Check out Dave Voloshin and Brett Norsworthy with Sports Time. Weekdays from 3 till 6 on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
New Life Medical Center has moved to a new, larger location that allows them to better serve their patients. I go to New Life Medical Center for testosterone replacement therapy, which is one of many things they do. They also treat erectile dysfunction and can relieve the pain of joint injuries with stem cell and platelet-rich plasma treatments. They also take care of patients with diabetes, high blood pressure, sick visits, and much more with no appointment necessary and minimal wait times. New Life Medical Center is now at 9160 Highway 64. That's just off I-40. Stop in and see what they can do for you.
Looking good and feeling good? You've been to Rooster's Men's Grooming, the all-American classic barbershop. Whether boy or man, sportster or professional, when service matters, Rooster's is the choice for all gentlemen. Rooster's Men's Grooming offers a full-service shave, precision haircuts, and more, all with top-of-the-line products and a truly professional atmosphere. They even remember your name and offer you a beer. When looking good and feeling good matters, relax and unwind at Rooster's Men's Grooming, Paragon Place, 6300 Poplar.
NFL Game Pass is back. See all of the out-of-market preseason games live on your device.
This guy is getting it done.
All the rookies.
Here's Murray taking off.
All the hype.
I've never seen speed like that.
All the hope.
This dude right here is the best we've seen.
All the football you can handle, all in one place.
Better get your popcorn ready.
NFL Game Pass. Start your free trial today at NFL.com/Game Pass.
Thinking about building a home? Perhaps a renovation you want done right. Whatever your plans, contact Ken Garland Custom Home Builders. Ken understands it's a big decision. That's why he works closely with his clients, ensuring they get exactly what they want and expect. Quality construction, on time, and on budget. For 2 generations, Ken Garland Home Builders has been building and renovating fine custom homes all across the Mid-South. Nothing is finished until everything is right. Call 901-751-1632. Online at kengarland.com.
Authentic is a word that's thrown around, but you're going to hear what authentic Caribbean food sounds like, and you're definitely going to go to 126 Monroe, the Curry and Jerk, to see what it tastes like. My man, Chef Ricardo, you cook everything in-house. You make all your spices. What are your secrets?
Well, the secret is Jamaican spices. This is my passion. I've been doing it over almost 15 years right now. So this is what I love to do.
Everybody knows about the curry, shrimp, and grits. Everybody loves like the jerk chicken, the curry. Chef Ricardo, your favorite dish is?
Man, choosing between the dishes that we got at Curry and Jerk, it would be like choosing between my kids because everyone is good.
And you don't have to go all the way to the Caribbean to have a taste of the Caribbean. You can have it right here in downtown Memphis. For more information, go to curryandjerk.com. And if you want authentic Caribbean cuisine, think only one place, Curry and Jerk.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
This is by request from our friend JD. At J_J Clark.
This seems like an old school hold song.
It's by Julius Wechter and the Baja Marimba Band. It's a track called Foul Play.
Yeah, this is what they were playing back when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone.
Ooh, listen to that. And he said over the cover is quite something, I have to say.
Okay.
It's very 70s. You got we got some sombreros, we got some mustaches, we got some beards, we got some chickens running around.
What?
Yeah, got a guy with a cigarette. I don't know what this is up here. Looks like a Bigfoot possibly up here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is quite a thing here.
Are they Mexican? South American?
I mean,
okay.
Probably. I don't know. Presumably. Not sure.
What's the name of the band?
Julius Wechter and the Baja Marimba Band. By request. Thank you. Thank you, JD. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Wow.
I know. It's good music, too. Good
was JD in the band?
I don't think so. He said he bought the album just because the cover. And I would too. I saw the cover, and I would buy that album just because the cover. You watched over during the entire break. Literally the entire break.
The entire break. It took my man the entire break to hit the ball.
And to miss it by a
10
mile.
feet past the hole.
Now, if you saw, what would you do as a playing partner if you saw this? Like, you see this on a fairly regular basis.
I don't know what the proper etiquette is, but I'd say something. I'd be like, yo, yo. Might not say hurry up or hurry the hell up, but let him know you're taking too long. And then as we're walking from hole to hole, it would definitely be us walking close to each other, having a private conversation. Like, come on, man.
I mean, if
it doesn't take all of that.
If it was my playing partner, I certainly would not be on the PGA Tour. So I'd be like, dude, we're not on the PGA Tour. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Well, I'm saying if you were on the PGA Tour, I might take a putter to that guy.
A putter?
Like to the kneecap. Like
in the public?
Yeah.
Woo, getting violent.
Like Nancy Kerrigan style. You know
no,
what
not
I mean?
in the
Like,
public. Certainly in the locker room.
Yeah.
Certainly in the locker room.
You might have to, yeah.
Where there
Peter's
will
going
be some yelling and
WWE
shouting.
style on him out
No,
here.
but I probably would take my putter and just poke him with it. Like, come on. Like, hey, poke. Let's go. If it takes over a minute, I'm going to start poking you.
Might do something ridiculous like, again.
Just have the entire gallery start whistling the Jeopardy theme like, dude.
I'm telling you, I'm just going to start poking him on the putter. Poke. Just poke.
Just walk up to him and just look at him. Just, my man, it's been a minute and a half. What in the hell are you doing? That took a whole break. Whole commercial break.
A whole commercial break. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And you're doing this dweeby thing. Like, you're a dweeb at this point. You do not then go to somebody who very clearly is not a dweeb and be like, yo, if you got a problem, say it to my face. Because that is a quick way for a dweeb to, like, catch a swirly or catch a wedgie in the locker room. Or, like, seriously catch them hands. Like, have somebody turn some hands
somebody's
on you.
It's going. That's what's going to happen. I mean, Brooks.
They fight in golf?
I mean, I'm not usually, but it's not unheard of. They fight everything, man. Come on, it's competitive stuff.
I guess. I mean, I fight over trouble. So
people fight everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Scrabble.
We watched some of those sports last on the Ocho. You know, I mean, people fight over all kinds of crap. Now, they fight over college basketball as well. Bruce Pearl, ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Pearl.
I'm sorry. The Baja Marimba Band has a greatest hits album.
Of course they do.
Man.
Of course they do.
Bruce Pearl, though.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
I hope it's full of, I mean, that right there. I'm into it. So, now, you remember we talked about last week the report from AL.com that said that the school, that Auburn facing the repercussions of Chuck Person, an assistant coach, being indicted and ultimately convicted on charges stemming from the money exchange, let's say, with the sneaker companies and all kinds of stuff like that, involving recruiting and just shenanigans, pure shenanigans.
Yes.
So all that stuff, Auburn realized that they were in trouble, or at least assumed they realized that they were in trouble, and figured that they would get some kind of a notice of allegations from the NCAA. They said, let's maybe try to mitigate that a little bit. Let's do one of these self-imposed things that the kids have been talking about. Let's do one of these self-imposed punishment deals. Let's make it real harsh. And that way, maybe we can show the NCAA, hey, we meant business. We were not joking around. We were serious, and we knew we were bad. We did bad. We did bad things, and we are going to punish ourselves. Self-flagellation. That's the name of the game here at Auburn. That's what we're going to do. You remember? Did you ever watch Boardwalk Empire?
No.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy that had a thing for self-flagellation. He beat himself with a whip.
Okay.
It's a real weird deal. That's what Auburn just did, theoretically. Like, you were going to go take care of this ourselves. We're bad. We're naughty.
We've got everything under control.
We're going to grab the belt.
No need for you
so that you don't have to, Dad. I'm going to whip myself.
No,
look, see?
I already punished myself.
You don't have to worry about it.
So don't even worry about it.
We're good.
I fixed it.
We're good.
Not only did I punish myself, but I fixed it. I've implemented things to fix the issues.
I punished myself harder than you would have.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to worry about it. We're cool. Everything's cool.
Yeah.
Said the report from AL.com said that Auburn did not conduct recruiting of any kind between September 2017 and April of 2018. That was a self-imposed punishment. No official visits, no unofficial visits, and no contacts or phone calls made to any recruits during that time. Now, this was never publicized by the school, but it was cited from AL.com. They cited Auburn Athletics as the source for that information. And Bruce Pearl alluded to on a podcast with John Rothstein of CBS. He said there were some real strong penalties that were never made public. He sort of alluded, he didn't say what they were, but he kind of, which then that started the wheels spinning for the reporter Sam Bloom, I think was his name, at AL.com for that whole situation. All right, so that's where we stood as of last week. Well, as you well know, CJ, the internet remains pretty well undefeated when it comes to checking receipts and verifying information, right?
Yes, it does.
So within about an hour or two,
an hour and a half,
of that story coming out, folks said, "Huh, well, that's weird." They said they were on a self-imposed recruiting ban, but yet there was a tweeted picture from Athletes of Tomorrow, an AAU program from Atlanta, showing basically the entire team being treated to insider access at Auburn on February 3rd, 2018, when they were playing a home game against Vanderbilt. That was reported at the time, said Auburn had the whole Athletes of Tomorrow squad on campus tonight, including 4-star commit Babatunde Akingbola, 5-star 2019 wing Isaac Okoro, Sharif Cooper, et cetera, et cetera. That's kind of funny, right?
Yeah, but they didn't recruit in that time, Peter. So what is this?
Akingbola, by the way, Babatunde Akingbola committed to Auburn on January 11th, 2018, in the middle of the ban. So about 3 weeks before that. That's weird.
I love this so much.
It's weird how he committed now in the middle of again, they had no contact with him and he had no contact with them. But he committed in the middle of that.
He just really wanted
Bruce Pearl retweeted his comment.
He just really wanted to be an Auburn Tiger, man. That's all.
That's right in the middle of that thing. So, I mean, it must have required some tremendous commitment on his part. Somebody found a tweet from AAU insider Julius Kim saying that prospects Josh Nickelberry and Jalen Williams were going to visit Auburn on March 3rd, 2018. That would, of course, be a regular season game. And again, right smack dab in the middle of the quote-unquote self-imposed quote-unquote ban on quote-unquote recruiting, quote-unquote. And there's no confirmation that Nickelberry made the trip. He signed with Louisville. But Williams, who signed with Auburn, did make an unofficial trip. That was confirmed. Again, during that time. So weird.
This is all odd.
Isn't this
especially
crazy?
Especially coming from a person with the pedigree of a Bruce Pearl. Somebody who got in trouble for doing this exact same thing and then lying about it, end up catching a show clause.
It's interesting. There was also a story from Rivals by one of their stories involving the recruitment of Sharif Cooper, who said that his quote was, "I love it. I love the coaching staff and what they're doing. I love everything about Auburn. Coach Pearl was here last night," which would have been Tuesday.
He wouldn't have done that.
October 24th, 2017. Again, this was nearly a month after Person was arrested. And Cooper said that Pearl was on the road evaluating him, which, again, would have been right in the middle of that beginning time of September 2017 through April 2018 when they were self-imposing a big-time ban here on recruiting.
It's been a while, Peter. And so forgive me if my recollection of that Tennessee basketball scandal isn't quite as fresh, but help me out if you can. Cookout happens. Pearl and Tennessee say they implemented some type of recruiting restriction. That was a lie, and they lied about the barbecue. So the issue wasn't necessarily the barbecue, although the barbecue was against rules. That was a relatively minor infraction. It was the lying about the imposition of penalties that really got Bruce Pearl in the hot water. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah. I mean, that's
okay.
That certainly is a big part of it, yeah.
So what he's decided to do in a completely different situation is lie about imposing penalties again?
Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
There's a it's there's a statement this is from Pat Forty's piece on Yahoo. There's a statement from an athletic spokesman from Auburn who said Auburn took a proactive approach by self-imposing recruiting restrictions that limited unofficial visits, contacts, evaluations, and phone calls. So limited is not a complete ban, which is what they initially had led people to believe.
We're moving this field goal post.
Did they lead the NCAA to believe that it was complete, and now it's not? Again, this is all very dumb because this is all easy to try. Again, there's nothing is nowadays on social media. You mean to tell me that you are going to host several high-profile high school recruits, and nobody is going to put that on Instagram or Twitter or somewhere? You mean to tell me that you think that people eat up recruiting news? All these recruits love the attention. They're big into that sort of thing. It's my final 20 schools. Oh, it's my final 18. I'm down to 16 now. These guys eat this up. You mean to tell me you're going to sneak them in and try to play it off like, oh, it's a total ban, except for these guys, and this other guy, and there's all this other guy. But other than that, total ban.
It's a total ban on everybody we're not recruiting.
Yeah.
We're definitely not
100%.
recruiting people we're not recruiting.
Yeah. So, and they said there was the spokesman for Auburn explained that the Athletes of Tomorrow photo was because there was an exception made to accommodate that visit. We had talked about that at the time last week, which was like, oh, really? That's interesting. It's more interesting because that team is so close to Auburn. I mean, they're in Powder Springs, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. Atlanta and Auburn ain't far apart.
No.
You could easily take a drive, and if you needed to reschedule the visit, that wouldn't be real hard to do. You could probably do that. You're not flying from California, No. If you had plane tickets, okay, maybe we can figure out an accommodation for that. This ain't that. Could have easily canceled that. If you were serious about it, you could have said, okay, we're going to cancel this. We'll pick it back up in the summer when we de-impose this ban and all this stuff. So it's just, and it gets problematic, especially because of what you talked about with Tennessee. He had that show cause penalty. When that show cause penalty was lifted, he was brought to Auburn and has, done phenomenally well. Really, the Final Four, all the stuff that it's been. Without a doubt, he's an excellent coach.
Yes,
there's no doubt about that. But once again, he finds himself unable to play by the rules, just even a little bit. And so now the question is, what did they lead the NCAA to believe? Because now if they just merely lied and tried to play up their cards publicly, it's tough. We told all this stuff. If it was just a big public show, okay, that looks bad, but that's not really that big of a deal. If they behind the scenes told the NCAA, look, we're going to self-impose a little bit, but we're going to allow for if they made it clear to the NCAA behind the scenes, then then no big deal. Like they will, whatever will happen, and the NCAA will probably mitigate that and say, you know what, you didn't self-impose really anything that was particularly rough, so we'll take that into account when we're imposing our penalty. But that's obviously going to limit the impact of self-imposing the penalty. However, if they made it clear, or if they somehow asserted to the NCAA that they were doing a total and complete ban when in fact they were not, well, now you've just made it that much worse. Yes. Now you've, and especially given the guy involved and his history of this, I don't see how Auburn doesn't get. Again, we go back to the whole thing of what really can they do? Are they really going to give them the death penalty? No. So then who cares? You'll get some penalties that'll suck, but
that season, that Final Four run will never have happened.
Yeah. Okay. And you'll have some
banner will come
stuff.
down.
Yeah, it'll be inconvenient for a few years, and then you'll be back at it. Wake me up when we actually hand out a severe enough punishment that it makes it. And I don't. Again, I've told you before, I have no issue morally with the whole thing, so I don't really care. But if you're going to try to deter people from cheating, you're going to have to actually do something about it in a major way. And if this kind of thing can happen and no one really cares, we've got statements under oath, depositions of plenty of teams that have been caught. Where's Kansas at right now? We got Kansas. We got quotes on top of quotes.
Many strong ass offers were made. so to speak.
We got LSU is, Will Wade's out here prospering. His tree is blossoming. Sean Miller's seems fine. Bill Self, no problem. Roy Williams has run a program that had a fake college basically set up. He's venerated. He's loved. He's an icon.
You said something earlier about playing by the rules and not the official rules. Like Bruce Pearl can't play by the unwritten rules, the wink head nod rules. He's getting popped again for speeding in a speed. Everybody knows it's a speed trap, and Bruce is like, nope, I'm just gonna fly on through this thing, and we'll see what happens.
That's right.
Like it's great. This is what you want your college coach again to be on the line or over the line without getting caught. And Bruce Pearl routinely gets caught and then lies about getting caught and makes things worse for himself and for the program. This is crazy. The exact same thing that got you in trouble.
I'm telling you, you can't do it. He can't not do it. He just can't.
Just don't cooperate and don't lie about cooperating. Those who lie about everything else. Lie about everything else and don't cooperate. But if you are going to cooperate, you can't lie about cooperating because that is what gets you in trouble.
That's deep, CJ.
Thank you, Austin. I do that from time to time. I have deep cuts, deep thoughts from the mental mind.
I would say that's a pearl of wisdom.
It is.
From you.
Don't lie. Well, don't cooperate. One, don't cooperate. And don't lie about cooperating. Those two things I think should be like self-evident. Is that not in one of our famous documents or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
That just went to a totally different place there.
I'm pretty sure like we the people.
We went from college football to
the truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their NCAA creators with the right to not cooperate.
And not lie about cooperating. I'm pretty sure that's in there somewhere.
It's in there.
I was in D.C. like 3 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
Check that. Yeah, I think that's right.
Ole Miss is a great example of why you should cooperate.
Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri.
If you have anything to say, send it to compliance@olemiss.edu. Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, that's. And then LSU, meanwhile, is over here.
Catch me.
Just
come up and touch me.
Making it rain. And,
with strong-ass offers left and right, baby.
The fact that Will Wade still has a job is just
again, Bruce Pearl is the Final Four. It's clearly cheating is the way to go. Until the NCAA does something about it. I mean, it's very clear. Let's take a break. We'll come back. And don't be the sucker that cooperates.
Never cooperate.
Don't be a sucker. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and wrap it up here on Hold Music, schedule release, back to school Monday, right here. Woo! Real. Sports Dog, Sports 56, 96, 187.7.
Get happy with Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Weekday afternoons from 1 till 3 on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
If you're the owner of a company and you're tired of a dirty office building, or maybe you're tired of dirty restrooms, or floors and carpets that are filthy, or windows that you can't even see through, I've got a solution. Let Trinity be your cleaning solution. Trinity Professional Services. They're putting professionalism back in cleaning. They specialize in stripping and waxing and buffing floors, in cleaning carpet. Just make it seem like it's spring outside. Window cleaning where you see through and everything shines. Commercial janitorial services specializing in final construction cleaning. Hey, the people that own this company, they are big construction people. They know what needs to be done. So if you would like it done the right way, call Todd Pope or Tommy Ferrari, the former Tiger quarterback, at 833-6773. 833-6773. It's Trinity. They're your cleaning solution.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. It's an exciting time to be a Memphis Tiger fan, and we at Five-Ash Roofing have decided to share our excitement. We are proud members of the Tigers home team, which means we sponsor the Tigers athletic department, and we're also season ticket holders to both the football and basketball programs. We will be giving away 2 and sometimes 4 tickets to most of the games this coming year. To have a chance at winning the tickets, find our Facebook page, like, and share our post. The more you share, the more chances you have to win. We also want to give away some tickets to those who wouldn't otherwise get a chance to go. So, you can go to memphisroofer.com or fiveash.com and send us a note why you or someone you know should get the tickets. And as always, 5S Roofing is fair, honest, and ethical. We're experts in all forms of roofing for both residential and commercial buildings. 5S Roofing, 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5S Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Grizz Nation 2019 marks the 25th season for the Grizzlies franchise, and it's bound to be one for the ages. Early bird single game tickets will go on sale for 48 hours starting Monday, August 12th at 3 p.m. Secure your seats at grizzlies.com.
AC trouble? Make your first call your last call. Call Air Doctors of Memphis, 901-598-HVAC. Owner Matt Davis is a third-generation full-service air conditioning specialist. Air Doctors of Memphis services all major brands, and labor and parts are guaranteed 100%. Their yearly AC checkup is only $60, and 24-hour emergency service is billed at normal rates. Your comfort is their highest priority. Contact airdoctorsofmemphis.com or call 901-598-HVAC.
Welcome back to the Peter Edmiston Experience with CJ Hurt. This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
What am I supposed to say?
Austin just went ahead and put that on the air.
I did not realize you were still in the middle of the sentence. It looked like you were not talking.
CJ was telling a story.
I'll look at you next time I talk about flunking Latin.
It wasn't anything bad.
Oh yeah, it wasn't nothing went out.
Something clearly went out.
Well, nothing bad, I should say. Nothing bad.
Went out.
This definitely says. Ooh, listen,
Can't give away company secrets.
This is maybe almost too mellow for old.
Yeah, this is not old music.
No, this is old music. No, this
is way too smooth.
I just fall. I'd fall asleep. He's like,
Your call is very important to us.
Everyone, I want to say, does it sound good when you mix it with the whole? That's what you need to find out. Get that sweet action right there.
That sweet hold action. I worked in medical billing. Listened to a lot of hold music with.
You had to listen, even though you were working in there. You had to listen to the whole music
because I have to call.
You got to vet the whole music.
I have to call. Well, I had to call like different Medicaids. So Tennessee Medicaid and Arkansas and Mississippi and other Medicaids throughout the country, and then calling Blue Cross Blue Shield and United Healthcare and Cigna to verify insurance coverage with different people and to see why the claim wasn't.
Real fast.
Oh man, oh, Arkansas was the worst. Everybody knew it, and we were just like, I'm calling Arkansas the very end of the day because no matter when I call, I'm going to be on hold for at least 30 to 45 minutes. They were the Bryson DeChambeau of the medical billing world when I was involved, when I was deep in that game. It was just, my God, how many people in Arkansas are on this damn thing, and why is it taking y'all so long to answer my call? I just need a quick yes or no. That's all I need. Is there not a button I can press to get that yes or no? Nope. Sit there on hold, listen to this hold music. People would come by. What's going on? They called me Conrad. What's going on, Conrad? Nothing much. Everything's cool. Why aren't you working? Oh, no, I'm on hold with Arkansas. I'm on hold. Like, my headset is in. I'm on hold.
It's not bad, though. You get paid to do that as opposed to, actually doing work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not,
Oh, yeah.
It's not so bad.
It was all right. Just the hold music,
You can read something, or I don't know, do something while you're waiting.
With that hold music, man, some of them were not energetic enough. And so I'd have a Peter Edmiston moment where begin to that sort of thing.
Like I said, that was why I had a very short-lived career. Call answering service. That was not really my my cup of tea. Also, I was not really that interested one way or the other in selling the product, which was another problematic situation. They would prefer it if you were a little more enthusiastic about.
You want this? No. Okay, have a good one.
I'm like, all right, that's fine. I don't blame you.
Really, it's not that great a deal.
I wasn't in like a. It wasn't a commission situation, so had it been a commission situation, I probably would have, probably would have pushed a little harder.
You ever get cursed out?
Not cursed. I never got cursed out.
Okay,
but I got, a stern talking to. But there's no cursing
from a customer.
Oh, from a customer. I thought you meant from the boss.
No, from a customer.
No, because they called. I wasn't calling them; they were calling me. So it was a different. They were upset that I wasn't more helpful. That usually didn't lead to like being cussed out or anything.
I have a lot of bugs in my house. Boy, that sounds like a problem.
I was like, man,
you should get somebody out there.
Yeah, you should definitely call somebody for that. I just did. Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. Anyway, that was not good. Like I said, that was about a 3-month gig.
I did a call center for a summer that dealt with phone insurance and getting you a new phone. This is when the Sidekick was popping.
Ooh, the Sidekick.
Yeah. And people did not understand, and I didn't understand it either at the time because I didn't know how insurance worked. They didn't understand that you still had to pay a deductible to get the phone. And so everything will be going cool. Be like, okay, so we need your $50. For what? I pay insurance. It's like, yeah, but you still have to pay the $50 deductible. Why? No, you got me, and then the cursing would begin. Like, why am I paying for insurance if I got to pay for a phone? I got to pay for a new phone. I may as well go buy me a one. It's like, okay, well, listen, we can place this on hold, or you can give me your mother bleeping manager, supervisor. Like, or somebody lost a phone, and this happened a couple of times. I had to think about, because you just get into the mode of reading the script. And so part of the script is say something empathetic. So it's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear about your phone being lost.
If you said it to me like that,
I'm so sorry for your loss.
I'd cuss you out.
It was just like that.
Yeah.
And one guy, I remember particularly, what's going on? Hey, I lost my phone. Okay, I'm sorry about your phone being lost. Are you? Oh, he's yelling.
It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be a smart aleck.
No, that was his reply. And I was like, well, where do you think you lost it? Because that was the next line in the script. And it was just a barrage of mother bleepers after that. What the bleepity bleep do you mean? Where do I think I lost it?
Where did you have it last?
If I knew where that was, it wouldn't be lost right now. Now would it? And so there is a rustling going on the phone.
Whoever wrote y'all's script was not really taking that through.
And it's I was just like line by line. I was not thinking at all. I was just sorry to hear about that. Where did you lose it? What do you need? Like bow, bow, bow. Rustling on the phone. Somebody else comes on the phone. He's like, hey, I'm sorry about that. That was my friend. He's really upset about this phone. I know you got a job to do. You probably reading the script, aren't you? I was like, yes, sir. He's like, okay. I'm going to be talking to you from now on because he is not going to make it. He wants to drive to where you are to come find you. I was like, oh.
I have a very specific set of skills. So I will find you, and I will get a new phone.
People get real mad about this stuff. Well,
I had a customer ask me, where are you located? Like, why? No, I want to see you. I want you face to face. You broke your phone, and you're mad at me?
I didn't realize Trevor Bauer called you so many times.
My good gosh, people. I'm in Colorado. Oh, I'll be out there. Okay. Go ahead. I'm kicking it in Nashville.
Come on. All right. So, we've established a lot today.
We did.
I feel like we learned a lot.
Yes.
I feel like we grew as a people.
Yes. I think that's a fair statement.
I think we did, right?
Yeah.
I think we learned a great job with the hold music, everybody. Antonio Brown, keep doing your thing, man. Proud of you. Doing great. No problem whatsoever.
None. Keep doing your thing.
We've got schedule release coming out. Kids are going back to school. It's going to be hot.
They should be about to get out. Is it half day or full day today?
What do you mean about to get out?
If it's a half day, aren't they done at 11?
Well, that'd be 12 if it was a half day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what do we half
It's
day?
the first day.
It's the first day.
First.
Ain't doing a half day.
Okay. Hell, I didn't know how we did this thing.
What is going on? That's why I don't thank you. You got to get out of here. Have a great Monday.
Bases loaded here at the top of the ninth. And the pitch. And it's out of here.
We deliver baseball caps, mitts, and everything you need to get ready for the game. But what you really get when FedEx knocks on your door is so much more.
FedEx Delivery.
Game day spirit. What we deliver by delivering.
Hi, folks. Rob Walker, Infiniti of Memphis, and we've got a new Infiniti crossover vehicle that has raised the standard of comparison to a new level. Imagine having both sports car performance and eco-friendly efficiency on demand, working together to empower every driving experience. The result of 20 years of engineering, QX50's award-winning variable compression turbo engine is the world's only engine of its kind. Like two engines in one, it delivers a combination of power and efficiency that is truly in a